I've officially started the event a few minutes
Nice.
earlier, which is fine.
Yeah, time to bring everyone in. Oh, here they come. I was wondering where everyone was. Hell yeah. Look at them all coming in. Good evening, one and all. Hello, hello. Welcome to another week of AMA and a little truck walk. Aris will be here shortly. I hope everyone in Europe is surviving, not melting.
So, Ryan, before we kick
Yes.
off anything, I'm going to ask you a favor. I'm going to
Sure.
ask you to clap once very loudly.
Yep.
This is so that I can sync up the audio files after the
That's
recording.
fine.
So, on three, we're both going to clap once. Ready?
Go for it.
1, 2, 3. Cool. Apologies about the sudden spike of audio, but that'll be necessary later.
Hope nobody was wearing headphones. How are we all, chat? Made no noise for him whatsoever. It's probably the sound.
Yeah, probably the audio suppressor picked it up, but it doesn't matter
Yeah.
because I have it on my end, so it's cool.
Yeah, you got it for your recording. That's all it needed. It is very sweaty and sticky, isn't it? Right. Okay. Where's my phone? Let me get some questions up. Prepare for these. How you all enjoying the DLC, chat? Having fun in those GD icons? Any favorite cars so far? I think for me, it's going to be the Jag. There he is.
There's the man of the hour.
How you guys doing?
Welcome back, Aris.
Thank you.
Excited for another little truck walk?
Very excited. I'm very happy you guys are here because at least you're gonna fill up all my terrible and miserable fails because today has been a really hard day for everybody. And I don't know how we've made it up to here, but we've made it somehow. But I cannot assure you or guarantee any cool quality and good quality stream. We'll try our best.
Yeah, we're all hot, tired. We've pushed 3 patches this week.
DLC.
One update, 2 patches. It's been hard. Plus, today is really hot, so excuses if we get to a point where you just don't start making any sense. We're not drunk, we promise.
Yeah, I might be.
Tired.
Kinda.
But on that note, for this stream, I will have to keep my camera off because my allergies are kicking in overdrive. So you guys are not going to enjoy seeing me sneezing and wiping my nose every 2 seconds.
Take care, buddy. Take care.
That's his excuse for not wearing clothes because it's so hot. Doesn't want to go and cover it. Yeah, allergies. That's fine.
Oh my God. Yeah. Plus, let's not, start mentioning all the hard job going on for all the other stuff ongoing because the hot fixes are ongoing, but in the meantime, you keep on working for the other stuff because the DLC is out and everybody's already moving towards the future. So yeah,
there really is no rest for the wicked in the games industry. There's a lot of people think that you push out a DLC and you go on holiday for a week. That's not the case. No, you're already working on the next DLC, stuck in with that. And working with things.
Absolutely.
So straight
and
onto
I cannot.
That's actually a good opportunity for me to address a question I see often on social medias. Is whenever we post something, picture of a car, or an update, DLC, whatever, people ask us, okay, this is good, but what about A, B, and C? And the answer to that is A, B, and C is being worked on. just because you see us posting about one thing doesn't mean the rest is not
Yeah.
being worked on. We're constantly working on multiple things at once.
Yes.
It's just they come out in a different order.
Yeah, exactly. Very, very well put. Very well said.
It is a giant machine with lots of turning cogs. So, speaking of turning cogs, we're going to be driving some cars around a certain Rocky Knoll, teaching you guys how to take our latest track from the GT Icons pack. We'll be doing another little track walk, similar to what we've done last time around Lime Rock Park. Try to keep it a little bit more concise this time because Rocky Knoll is slightly larger than Lime Rock Park, and we don't want to be
a tiny bit.
Yeah, a tiny bit. Just a few extra miles longer. So what car are you going to be driving in this week?
All right, so we have already started sharing the screen, and obviously allow me to pick the absolutely majestic Chaparral with the nice and enormous wing goes up, wing goes down, wing goes up, wing goes down, because why not? So let's pick that, talk a little bit about this special car, and go to Rocky Knoll and start working and driving around. All right, here we are. Let's go.
One tidbit for about this car. If you those who follow on social media saw a little silly video a couple weeks back with it featuring the Chaparral wing going up and down. That was Ryan's brainchild.
The video with Epic Sax Guy.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what happens when you work too much. Your brain starts to melt. You start getting a bit delusional, and you get bored. So you start making fun videos like that.
Absolutely. So, you know the drill by now. So we're gonna go for a slow ride around Rocky Knoll and tell you all about where to start braking, how to, go in the turns, and so on and so forth, so that we get an idea. And we're also going to discuss a little bit of the things that make those cars so particular to drive. And how to address all the issues and problems. First of all, let me know if you guys actually watch the stream properly, because I see a lot of stuttering in Discord, so I don't know if everything is okay.
From our end, seems to be pretty good.
All right,
Looks
that's
good at the moment.
All right, it just really looks. That's strange. Okay, all good. As long as you guys can see it properly. So, yes, this car is not what you would say absolutely freaking incredible and beautiful and whatever, but it is bloody efficient to the point that they had, to instantly ban it for reasons. Mainly because all the other, manufacturers are like, oh my God, what is going on here? We cannot deal with the speed of this thing. So let's ban it and call it a day. The particular thing is not that much the wing. So you can see the wing goes down, goes up, goes down, goes up. You can map this on your button or on your clutch, whatever you want. It does create downforce. It does help a lot both in corners and in braking. Chaparral tried to convince the rule book that it wasn't actually for downforce or any kind of stuff. It was more of a big aero brake. But we do know that it was creating downforce, and most importantly, it didn't even need to be to have a very, very stiff suspension, because the whole wing is attached on the suspension hubs. And that means that when the suspension moves, the wing also moves up and down. And so the whole load of the wing goes into directly on the suspension. It doesn't go on the body, and so you don't need a very stiff suspension to deal with the load. Very, very cool stuff. All right, so what we're gonna do? As we said, let's start checking where at least to start braking for this track. So number one thing, you are arriving really, really fast on the straight line, and this, the practically, how to call it, park place of the track, so where you see the guardrail practically finishing, and usually the guardrails are marked in all the tracks with that little different color, can be orange, can be red. This is where you need to start braking with those cars. Of course, number one thing is those cars do not, I mean, we talk about downforce, but honestly, there is no downforce, really. There is no real grip. Those cars are extremely fast. You're going to reach even faster top speeds than a GT3 car. And that means without enough grip, you need to start braking very, very, very early. So remember always, those cars need to brake very early. All right, so we start braking already at like 300 meters before the turn. Turning in, you can, on Rocky Knoll, you have this very, very nice extra cement on the inside of the turn. This is your apex. This is where you have to be when you are inside the turn, and this is where you can start accelerating. So that is T1, easily done. And here we go. You can go out here, but you know, PMR, track limits, be careful. Ryan has already made a better job here, but we're gonna go and do a much better job with the track limits in the very, very near future, and Ryan will have some very interesting stuff for you. Going into T2. Yeah, Ryan, go on.
No, carry on, continue. I was just agreeing.
Yeah, all right. So T2, again, start braking, not even here, but even before that, probably somewhere around, you know, the 300 or after the 300 meters mark. Or for the brave ones here again on the orange wall. Heavy, heavy braking. Watch out to not lock. And again, going in. And here we are pretty much when you can see the exit. You can absolutely accelerate the heck out of it. Look how beautiful this track is. It even has, you know, side roads like that. It's wonderful. I love it. I know. You prefer to see where to start braking and where to start stopping, but how cool is that? I really like this. Our artist did an amazing job with this track, and I think it's really, really cool. All right, let's move on. Accelerate. And wing is down. Look at this. We're over 200 kilometers per hour already. And so I will start braking here. Why is that? Because, as I have told you multiple times, do not make your brake marks into cones or billboards around the track, because somebody is going to put them down for you and you're going to lose your braking point. Instead, here's your braking point, right at the kink of this kind of bend. It's not exactly a bend. You can see it on the map here, kind of bend. Here you have one of the lights of the track. This is your braking reference point. So you're going to arrive here with a very high speed and just start on braking and try to take it straight. So key, absolutely extremely important for these cars. You have already, how romantic is that? We can see these little leaves going down. Wonderful. All right, so yeah, that's the hot and tiredness that kicks in. Anyway, I was talking about, you know that whenever you're driving fast on a track, on a racing circuit, you need to look as far forward as you can. Absolutely on the horizon. Your looks has to be on the horizon, because where you're looking at, this is where the car is going to end. If you are looking at the side of the road, trying to position the car on the limit of the road, you're going to go out, or you're going to be correcting continuously, and that's not good. So you need to look far away, and where you're looking at, trust me, this is where the car is going to end up. All right, so always look far away. With those cars, it's even more important, and we will see that in a minute on a faster lap around the track. Because those cars do not have absolute directionality, and they don't have enough grip and stiffness on the tires to change direction fast, you're gonna find yourself trying to brake on a long distance braking zone with the car, moving around. if you try to position your car on the side of the road, you're gonna fail. You're gonna lose control of the car. That's not good. All right. So look far away. Try to go on a straight line as much as possible during a braking zone. And even if you're not on the side of the road, it doesn't matter. With those cars, it's most important to remain, under control of the car and not upset the car than to actually go absolutely on the limits of the width of the track. All right? Are you still there, guys? Yeah.
Still with you.
Yeah, ready and watching.
Awesome.
Everyone's got their notepads out. They're all jotting it down.
Awesome. All right, so down we go here, brake. If you look far away, you're gonna end up somewhere around here. This is a very slow corner, first gear. This car in particular has very long gears. It only has 3 gears on the gearbox. All of them are very long, so use the torque. It's a massive engine, American muscle V8. You have a lot of torque. Even if you don't think that you're going fast, you don't need to have high revs. You can just step on it from 3,000 RPM and it will pull you out. No big deal. So don't worry about that. Again, go in, climb over here on the stepped cement. This is your apex. As long as you're on top of that, you can start accelerating really hard, actually. It has good traction. It's not bad traction, but you need to work around with your steering wheel to point the car where you want. Going up here, you're gonna go up to second gear for a moment. You can see the fence going up. When you arrive at the fence, this is your braking point to start the braking zone. So while you are here on the fence, start braking. You cannot see where you go. So it's important to have a braking reference points so that you can, start braking before this corner. So start braking here, go under the bridge, and finally you start to see where the turn is going, go in, and again, cement apex on the accelerator, and off we go outside, exit of the corner. All right? Now, you're going to be in second gear here, and you don't have enough time. You see, again, the end of this wall, kind of guardrail wall, and this is where you have to tap the brakes, brake a little bit depending on the car, because what follows is another apex. It's kind of fast because you are arriving in relatively slow speed, so it's not like you're gonna not be able to make it, but you still need to brake, and maybe it's not a long braking distance. You just brake for it and go in, force the car to go in with the nose, and then everything else will be fine. Exiting, downhill again, going up really, really fast in speed. So 300 meters. Whoops! Because I have cold brakes, that's why I cannot stop so fast. We'll discuss about that in a moment. So here we are, 300 meters, and again, hello, Liv. And again, 300 meters. This is our braking reference point. We start our braking, hard braking here because we're also going downhill. So watch out. Always take care to give a blip on the accelerator because you're going downhill, all the weight goes on the front of the car. Your rear end starts becoming light. And with those cars, it's easy to lock up at the rear. And if you lock up the rear, you really need to be fast. It's very, very easy on this corner to end up really long and either lock the rear.
We're having technical issues there.
Oh. That's it. Oh, he's almost there.
Sorry?
You're cracking up a little bit there, Aris. If you can hear us.
Your visuals are being frozen.
Yeah, your
Really?
visuals frozen. The stream is frozen as well.
Oh, that's fantastic. Let's stop for a moment then and restart the streaming. Give me a second. So stop this. How are we? Is the streaming better?
Looks like you're eating a carrot stick at the moment. The way
That's not very nice.
Either
That's
that,
not very nice.
or you kind of look like a cat giving a little uwu.
Okay, I could just stop. I could stop. Let me just get off this. Maybe that is what is causing it. Is it any better now? Can you see me more fluid on my
I can hear you
webcam?
perfectly fine. Can hear you perfectly fine, but your stream is stuck.
Okay, let me just stop my webcam and everything, go out and go in again.
Yeah, give it a
Be
restart.
right back, guys. Take a moment, drink something, and yeah.
No break. Let's go through some questions. Let's go for some questions. Fernando, if you got any?
Yes. Let's review what we have so far.
Yeah, to be fair, Tank, I just wanted to. What would be funny just to get that on stream. Okay. So, do you have any ready there? I was looking at my phone. What that drink there, right? That is. I thought I'd try it out because I didn't want a beer. This is a shochu vodka and soda, lemon flavor from Suntory. Sounded refreshing on this hot day.
No, this is not much of a question, but it is more like a feature request. Are we adding photo mode? The short answer is yes. But when and how it's going to be implemented, that's
a long
still
answer.
Yeah, that's not something we can discuss at the moment.
Yeah, we will be aiming to have photo mode in. It's technically in game right now, but it's missing a lot of functionality from it that we wanted to it. We weren't quite happy as the state that it was in, so we thought we'd had to put it on the back burner for a while. We'll release it once we're happy with it and we have the time to make it a proper, good, decent photo mode and not just a very basic version of it. Aris is back.
I'm back. How am I? How can you hear
you're
me?
looking good. Looking good.
All right.
Looking alive.
All right. That seems better. All right, let's start streaming again and see if it works better this time.
What's the score? Console players only showing the user's car instead of a full lobby. We tested that ourselves. We can't repro it. I need someone to give me some more information and somebody to DM me about that, and then I can dig into it with them. Because every time I've gone to look into it myself, we can't repro it ourselves. I tried asking some people before, and they didn't get back to me. So if you've got it, please message me, and I'll dig into it with you. Right, as you were, do you want to reverse a little bit from that previous corner?
Yeah,
that's where you.
Absolutely.
That is right. Yeah, it was this corner where you stopped.
Let's go over here. Did you manage to hear about the breaking point reference point for this
we
corner?
did not.
All right. So the breaking reference point.
You're gonna disqualify yourself if you go too far.
A little bit more. Come on.
Okay, there you are. You should be good now.
Well, I'll stop here because I'm afraid.
Yeah,
and I'll show you that we are at the
that'll be fine.
300 meters. Yeah, we're at the 300 meters point where the fence starts, and this is exactly where you want to take your wing up like this and start braking really, really hard. I was saying that, reminder, guys, it's very downhill in this place of the track. You really need to be careful and give a blip on the accelerator every single time, because if you don't do that, you really have the risk to lock the rear tires and end up in a spin here. It's really dangerous, this kind of corner. All right, we still here?
Yep.
Yeah, we're still here. One thing to add of that, I'll say some of these cars are particularly heavy.
Yep.
So if you're going downhill, that speed will increase a bit more.
Absolutely. So at the end of this outside curb, you start turning in. Push your car in as we told before. This is again the cement. This is your apex. Right after this, you can go heavy on the accelerator, come out on the outside, switch and upshift to second gear, and here we go under the bridge. And the moment you go under the bridge, you can go for an early apex. Okay, and now comes the very tricky part. This corner never ends. You need to be very, very, very patient with it, especially with those cars. Don't take many risks. You're gonna end up wide. Stay wide, but don't take many risks to be as wide as possible, because with those cars you cannot carefully and precisely put the car where you want. You need to have some leeway. You need to be able to correct in the middle of the corner. So you're staying outside, and as you see the end of this wall on your right side, this is where you have to start going in. So now we're going in again, and now you need to be very patient. So most of the people arrive here, they see this curb, and they're like, hey, that's the apex, let me go into the accelerator. You go into the accelerator, and you start going wide, wide, and wider, because this corner closes, 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 and you need to lift off your accelerator. If you remember for the last time, if you are forced to lift off an exit at the exit of the corner, you've done it wrong. Once you are at the exit and you go in the accelerator, you have to time your acceleration properly and commit and stay on the accelerator through the whole exit and to the straight line. If you find yourself that you're going wide here, right, like this, and you need to lift, that's not commitment anymore. You are losing a lot of time. You're not understanding that you're losing a lot of time. So what you need to do is patience, patience, patience here, even if you think that the corner has space for you. And right about here, where you are about to end with the inside curb, this is where you need to go really hard on the accelerator, or slightly before, but you need to, test it a couple of times. And at this point, you can really go flat out and accelerate out of this corner around here. Okay? All right, so here we go. Downhill again. Now, over here, the curb started. This is usually with those cars where you want to start lifting and coasting, maybe touch a little bit of the brakes depending on the car for the next corner. The next corner is a fast corner. Modern cars can make it even almost flat out, or yes, flat out, or a little bit of a lift and go, But with these cars, it's not really possible. So you need to lift, maybe touch a little bit the brakes, and then go really hard inside. With those cars, you can even take a little bit of grass if needed. Find yourself here, and then accelerate out of the corner. All right, here we go. Now, where to start braking for this corner? Now, this is really, really hard. And it's going to be always a little bit of an issue. You could say that you can start braking at the 300 mark. It might be a little bit too late, especially if you are in a race and there are other cars around you. It's really at the limit to start braking at the 300 mark here, because you are arriving really fast. So my advice is, you see the 300 mark, lift, start braking. It's easier to start braking hard and then modulate so you can go a little bit farther than, start braking very, very late and then not be able to make the corner practically. That's the issue. All right. And again, let's move forward. So brake, 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 downshift, blip the accelerator as usual. Brake, 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 downshift again, blip the accelerator, and in you go again.
I hate this corner.
Sorry, come again?
I hate this corner.
Why is that?
This is my least favorite corner in the whole track.
It's a hard corner. Again, your apex is the the cement on the inside, but because as you can see, the corner really closes, wait for the cement to go away and then start accelerating. If you accelerate as usual on the cement, you're gonna end up like Ryan. Oh, I hate this corner and go wide.
That's me.
So a little bit, yeah, a little bit more patience. Wait for for your car to go past this cement and then go hard on the accelerator. Um, as usual, ending up wide. It's normal. Okay, it happens. Now, this is particular, and if you do it right, it's so satisfying. This is one of the most beautiful corners because at some point you're just waiting for it to end, and the car slides on four wheels. And if you have done everything correctly, it's so beautiful. It's pure automotive, should I say it? Yes, I'm gonna say it. Orgasm. So yeah, this is one of the most wonderful corners on the circuit. Uh, so position yourself obviously on the very right path here. Start of the colored curb. This is where you start to brake. So brake, brake, brake. Don't exaggerate the braking. Go in, let the car coast. Go in, almost at the end of this colored curb. This is where your apex is practically. You cannot see it while you're coming in from previously. So and even now you don't know where you're going. But if you do it correctly and you start accelerating at the end of this colored curb, then your car will start sliding towards the outside, sliding, 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 and you're gonna see the end. Yeah, I know. Wonderful. Thank you so much for the advice.
Steven telling you off your cold tires.
Exactly.
Damn it, Steven.
So you're going to see this curve and you're going to be like, oh my God, I'm going to end up wide. But if you have done everything properly, you're not going to end up here. You're going to end up here and you have space. And this is beautiful here because it keeps your car, you have a different asphalt here, it keeps your car in line and it gives you the space that you need so that finally you're out of the corner and now you're going back in again.
On space there, asterisk on space. You
Go.
might not have space in the current iteration, but wait for the next patch, then you'll have space. And we can work on that later together.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well said. Well said. So now you're going under this massive billboard, and the billboard, once you pass down under it, this is your braking reference points for the next one, which is a very, very tricky corner. So start braking here, or somewhat here. The most, brave of you can push the braking a little bit forward, but be very careful. It seems that it is a very wide corner. It's not. The turning is wide and it becomes instantly very, very tricky. As you see, we go in and the width of the road becomes narrower and narrower and narrower. You think you have space, but if you look at this from like that, you see how open it is at the entry and how it becomes much more narrow at the exit. So you don't have space at the exit. You need to be, again, very, very patient. Wait, do not go on the accelerator soon. Wait until you are close to the end of the inside curve and then accelerate. Now, it is very tricky. I'm not telling you that this is going to make you fast. I'm telling you this is going to make you survive. But as you survive more and more, it's one of the most important corners because it's the last corner and it guides you through this longest straight of the circuit. And that means that the exit of this corner, every single extra mile per hour, kilometer per hour, whatever you want to use, it counts for the whole straight that follows. And if you remember from the last time, guys, the straights, even if it doesn't show and it's not easy to understand, the straights is where you are gaining lap time. So it's very important to nail the exit of the corner and gain 1-2 kilometers per hour more so you can be faster on the straight. All right? So this was Rocky Knoll, somewhere in America. You know how it is, and
On a undisclosed location.
undisclosed location.
A random
Absolutely.
road.
So let's go for a lap. It's gonna be a difficult first lap because everything is cold. Our tires are cold. Our brakes are cold. So this is really, really hard. And we're already at 200, 230, and so on. So we go really, really fast. And let's start braking a little bit sooner and hope for the best. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. All right, we made it, kind of.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's go. Down we go.
It's cool to see that even an expert driver like Aris still gets his little scary
He's
moments with these
doing
cars.
good.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
these cars are a different beast,
Absolutely.
especially
So
when he
this
was
is so
on cold
beautiful.
tires as well.
Yeah, but this is so beautiful. When you actually lower the rear wing, you can feel the car moving around. Okay, now down. And I just don't have the brakes. You see how cold the brakes are? So you really need to take care and heat up the brakes here, you see? Those have to become like yellowish or green, something, because otherwise you just simply cannot brake. So we're going to make this lap and then another one, and hopefully we're going to have heated up everything. Otherwise, you just cannot do it.
While you're there, I got a question for you. I'm going
Absolutely.
to reappropriate one of the questions submitted because they want to know what goes into developing a car in the game. And that's a
Yep.
really long answer. So I'm going to skip to the end of it, which is from your perspective, Aris, what goes into developing a handling of a car?
From my perspective, well, first of all, it's always in cockpit. My perspective, as you can see. Ha ha, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, whatever.
Very funny. Get the dad jokes out.
Eh, so it takes a lot of serious research. Experience counts a lot into it, and continuous improvement and fine tuning. So it's very easy to pick a car, okay, do some research, find out the power of the car, the weight of the car, some basic figures about, aero and stuff like this, and you put it in, and the car actually drives well. All right, so you will be, good to say, hey, my job here is done, and call it a day and go forward. But that's not sim racing. That's like simcade or whatever. We need to make much more research. We need to understand what was happening in the story of the car, even if it's a modern car. And we need to push through all the data, iterate, more suspension geometry, more, aerodynamics, understand what is happening in all drive heights, understand what is happening with the tires, the heat of the tires, the heat of the brakes, and again, iterate all of this. That's why it takes time, and that's why you can see that we release something, and then on the next update, and we improve this again. Why? Because, you found something, you try it works better, and you say, oh, you know what, I cannot leave this as it is. I need to work more on it. So I don't know if that answers your question, but I think it gives you an idea. If you want more details, just let me know exactly what you would like to know, and I'll be more than glad to reply.
Developing a car is a very long process, because the first thing we got to do is get the car itself into the game and then develop the physics, develop the audio and the visuals. It's a multi-step process.
Ooh.
Ooh.
No. Ooh. That's okay. We heat up tires and everything.
That's on purpose.
Yeah, absolutely. I wanted this to happen.
Yeah. I just want to show what the sliding physics are like in the Chaparral.
And for the people that they are actually probably, wondering why I'm using a Formula One wheel to drive this monster, is because today, while I was trying, I managed to break a clip. I had a pin on the round Porsche wheel that I have, which I wanted to use for this. And so now we're driving on a Formula One steering wheel. Anyway, it's okay. You know that those cars have reliability problems, so there you have it.
It's authentic.
Yeah, oh yeah. So, a couple of things for these cars. Those cars, obviously, from the era, use bias ply tires. What that means that the tires are practically balloons. They have very, very big sidewalls, and they move around, but they also sustain much bigger slip angles, so you can use more angle and you can use more steering wheel. And I'll explain to you in a minute what I mean by that. So that means that I can go in and I can use more steering wheel, you see, and the car turns in. Now, that wasn't the correct example, of course. What I mean by that, I mean, if you are feeling that you're ending into understeer, you still have more steering wheel to use. And those cars also have relatively slow steering ratios. So you have more options, but you need to manhandle the car more, you see? So, and it keeps going in. Let's go. Speed. Oh my god, 250. Oh, and it just wanders around. So looking far forward and start braking. It doesn't matter where I am. You know, don't make sudden moves.
Better that time.
You see? Yeah, don't make sudden moves. Just let the car, you know, slow down and then position yourself.
Mm-hmm.
See? More in. There we go. More in.
You say the kind of car that you got to let it drive for you, and you just slightly guide it along.
Exactly. You have to collaborate with the car. Modern cars are all about precision and accuracy. These cars here are more about dancing. You have to collaborate with the car. You have to let the car do its thing and wait for it, and you need to not upset the car. Okay. If you try to be precise and upset the car simply is going to bite you back because it doesn't want to do this kind of stuff. It's simply as that. Now, obviously, you're going to say, yeah, but, the best drivers here and this and that. Well, yes, that's part of the thing. If you're a better driver, you can be more precise even with these kind of cars. But initially, start by collaborating with the car. You still there, guys? I lost.
Yeah, we're still here.
Completely.
We're absolutely enjoying you delving into it.
Discord just became completely dark, so I don't know what's going on the other monitor.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. There's a lot of people talking on there. We got a few. We got Evo in chat as well. Evo's answered a few questions. So
Evo is amazing.
Yeah, we got Evo, Tom.
280. Oh my God, we're gonna die.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, so what other questions have we got? Let's have a little look at the main page. I'm gonna have a little look. Let me just get my phone quick. Right.
Look at this. I love this. When you pull down the wing and you just feel it that it becomes light on its wheels and wanders around. Oh my God, that's it. I'm dead.
Oh, just on the grass. No, you're fine. Saved it. Just like a heads up as well. Of course, this doesn't ask me anything. You can ask whatever you want, but if you're going to be asking questions about certain car brands, manufacturers, and can we get this track, that car, if it comes to licensing, we probably can't even talk about it amongst ourselves, let alone talking about it to you guys.
Yes.
Don't expect any questions answered about tracks, licenses, manufacturers, cars, and things like that, especially ones which involve prancing ponies.
Wait, go. You see, I'm still going wide here. You have to be so patient.
Here's a fun question from Big Click Energy. Not only this, but
okay.
What car was the most enjoyable adding? So not only this, but how was the experience adding the class, working on the physics, and going about which ones to add?
I don't know because it's an impossible question to answer because every car could be modern, could be old, depending on the data that you get and the things that you discover on it, or the things that you discover about cars generally because of it, can create an even simple car such an incredible experience to work on it. So I can tell you that everybody knows GT3s, and you're like, yeah, whatever, we know about GT3s. But I've learned so much stuff about GT3s that was amazing. LMD8s, amazing experience, but I've learned the initial parts of LMDH by doing, a street car, the actual Porsche Panamera, which had a full-blown hybrid system with active rear steering, active differentials, active batteries, active everything. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I've learned that every single thing you would touch, you would need to do all the car again because everything was connected. And that then brought to the experience to LMD8s and this kind of cars. Vintage cars, you learn so much stuff about. Most people think, oh, they're not so advanced, and yet there are some solutions in there that are so cool. Like the Chaparral with the rear wing on the suspension, or how the brakes work, because the brakes on those cars tend to heat up, they tend to fade, or they tend to be cold, and that permits you to be more aggressive on the braking initially and then modulate, as we can do here. So every single car gives you a lot to think about, and you end up learning, and depending what you've learned, you're like, oh yeah, I really did enjoy this, and it's very difficult to pick one and say, oh, that was the best. Yeah, I'm sorry that I cannot answer this question properly, but it is really impossible.
Yeah. Okay, so another question, and I know I want to ask this because I know how excited you get from looking at the updates. So this is to do with dynamic track and weather effects. What ongoing changes are being made to these items, and also what are your thoughts on the current state of these items?
Well, the current state, I haven't explored it much, but I don't think it needs much exploration because what we have in the core of the physics and the graphics in terms of weather and dynamic track and everything is pretty much amazing. I've seen what our developers have available, and we are working on this, but it's going to take time because it's not just to make the track work. Okay, you need to make the graphics work together with it, and then you need to make the physics work together with it, because the slick tires, for example, need to be able to aquaplan properly and lose the temperature on the wet track, and then the wet tires need to be able to deal with this aquaplaning depending on the speed. So sometimes yes, sometimes no, etc., etc. So there is a lot of extra work that it is independent from the actual live track that you need to do in order then to take the live track and publish it properly. So I don't have an actual date on the timeline. I know it's something we really want to do because, also in my humble opinion, is one of the best implementations out there, if not the best. And it's stupid to not have it, available. So we need to work on this, but it's gonna take time and a lot of effort and fine-tuning. And the problem with the fine-tuning is that you never know what is going to happen. You might go there and say, oh my God, there's so much work and it's gonna take months. And then maybe you go there and it's like, oh, wait a minute, I'm having very fast progress. And then, it takes a couple of months instead of a couple of years, so to say. No, I'm not saying it's going to take years, but, you get my point, and I'm dead.
All right, I got one more question, just because I think it's a fun question, slightly different.
And it's a great idea to change car, for example, and have a go with one of the other cars of the new DLC.
So, what are some silly ideas you've had that will never make it, but but you would like in your dream game?
Silly idea. I don't know. One crash, you're done, or something like that.
One
Probably, I
crash, your
think
console
so.
dies.
Yeah, that would be nice. We just, we just make your console go boom and fried out or something like this. That would
The
be interesting.
controller blows up in your hands, so that's real simulation. You want real racing simulation, you need real life consequences.
Yeah, I mean, look at those cars. Those are amazing. Evo is here. He's responsible for all how the cars look.
The
Such an
art side of
incredible
it, they've done
job. So
such a good job on it. Which
absolutely
car has
wonderful.
it? Fernando, you can remember which car has, we had the reference of all the toolkit inside of the car, and they've perfectly managed to model and create the art of all the gear inside of the car, just from the reference picture. Oh, Fernando's not here, never mind.
No, that's okay. We'll answer.
Yeah,
So,
there's
okay,
one
so
more
since
car.
we're here, let's do a little bit Did You Know? Because this particular Daytona Coupe is the Modena edition. So, story of this car. Shelby, Carroll Shelby, has this amazing engineer who is coming from aeronautics engineer. The guy finds very old paper from some German aero engineer, which was explaining how a truncated rear end is extremely beneficial for aerodynamics. And the guy studies it and says, you know what? We have the worst aerodynamic car of the whole GT class, which was the open AC Cobra. The Cobra is one of the worst, one of the cars from the GT era of the 60s with the worst aerodynamic resistance. It's really, really bad. The car had, 350 horsepower and would weight, I don't know, 900 kilos, something like that. It couldn't even go over 30 kilometers per hour because it just was a brick going against the wall. And so this guy comes in and says, all right, I'm gonna do a proper design based on the AC Cobra with a roof and everything. And I'm pretty sure that if we do it properly, we're gonna go against the back then incredible Ferrari GTO, which was winning everything, and we're gonna nail it. And so he creates this amazing roof and rear end. Now, amazing story. The actual roof of the very first original car had an instant cut here, straight cut, and it would go straight down without this curve that you see. This was the actual proper aerodynamic design. Carroll Shelby could not make this car manufacturer on his abilities because he didn't have time and enough people and resources to make it happen. But they needed, I think, 8 cars or something like that to go to Le Mans. So they had to do another 6. And they said, like, all right, where can we do? Well, I know some guys that are very, very good at doing, GT cars, and they happen to be right in front of our competitor's factory, Ferrari. So they go down to Modena, and they found Carrozzeria Modena, which had very, very experienced technicians. And they said, those are the designs. Go ahead, build the bodies for us. The problem are that the designs were in English, and the relationship that the Italians have with English. It's not good. And they were, on top of that, instead of metric, they were in imperial. So the Italian guys had to read and translate also the dimensions. And as typical Italian guys do, that doesn't look good and beautiful enough to have a truncated roof going straight back. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it beautiful. And so they made this very, very beautiful, bubbly roof that goes back because, that should be the case. That's how it should be. And the 6 cars, I don't remember exactly the chassis number. I think it's CCX220, something like that. I don't remember exactly, but this is that exact chassis that came out first. It has that bubbly roof. It's beautiful. It loses around 5 kilometers per hour top speed in comparison to the very first original car, but that's the story. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. And it still was a car that was able to do, almost 300 kilometers per hour. And for Le Mans GT60s era, absolutely amazing stuff. All right, let's take this then and go here and hope for the best, because it has even less grip than the Chaparral, and it's pretty scary to drive.
Oh, but it's so good and one of the best cockpits ever. I mean, look at that wheel. Look at that.
Yeah,
wheel.
look at that. Look at that.
Gorgeous.
Come on. I mean, look at this.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Evo on the chat with the chassis number CSX2299. That's the chassis number we're doing. And that gives you an idea how, enthusiastic we are about that stuff. And we really love our cars. And we try the best to make them as good as possible for you guys to experience. It's like entering the museum and driving one of these beauties.
Yeah. I mean, every single part of these cars and the artists that we have comes from a passion. These guys aren't just doing it for the sake of a job. They're doing it because they're passionate about these cars. They're passionate about them. And it shows in their work.
Absolutely. And break.
Those were invented to protect splinters.
There we are.
Want to see some fun racing gloves? Check these out.
Hey, you got him.
Haven't got the hat. We got some cool exclusive PMR gloves though.
Ui, grass. Just tuck it in, you have to rotate it. It just goes.
Unfortunately, they're not for sale.
Wonderful.
I would see. I love a merch shop personally. I've already spoken to our management to be like, come on,
with a money person already. So believe us, it's something we want to do. It's just not dependent on us.
Oh, come on, give it on. There we go.
Well, we said touch grass.
I did it for my fans. Thank you very much.
Okay, there's again lots of questions regarding join in progress.
Yep.
Join in progress. We are aiming for the next patch. So I say aiming because if it is not ready for the next patch, we will delay it as necessary. With join in progress, this is not something that we want to push out half-baked. We want to make sure it is bulletproof. We want to make sure there's no issues with it. So we are aiming for the next patch. We're heading in the right directions. The main part of the development on it is done now. Now it's coming down to bug fixing and just finalizing some issues and making sure it all works as intended on cross-platform as well, which is where a lot of the issues come up in development. So yes, we're on target for it. But if something does come up, then we will delay as necessary. But we're looking to have it with you by mid-July, so 1 month's time.
At the most, before the summer is over.
Before the summer is over, for sure. Well, yeah. There's a few other things that are going to be coming before the summer is over.
Oh, yeah.
We got some plans.
We've got some plans. We'll see what reality we're in before the end of summer. Test center. I think everyone is asking to go into the test center.
Oh, really?
Well, I never heard of that. Tell us what is it?
What is this? Do we have a test center? What's that?
We maybe a few people have seen the video or saw what happened at Sim Racing Expo. We can jump into the test center shortly. We can show you a little.
Perhaps.
Show you our big loops.
All right, let's then do another. Did you know? So, did you know that most of the racing cars you can adjust with levers inside the cockpit your anti-roll bars? usually in real life, and especially on those old, vintage cars, that was available because it was the only way to adjust a little bit those tricky monsters. Well, you can do that here as well. All you have to do is come over here to your Digidas. There is a page, if you cycle through the pages, you see? There is a page where you have usually your ABS and traction control for the modern cars. Go down here, and let's see, yeah, let's go here and give a little bit of extra rear anti-roll bar and hope for the best. Yeah, ooh. All right, rotation, but also more precision because stiffer.
Come alive.
Yeah. Oh, hey, there you are.
There's an old
Let's go.
school slide.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to click on the screen because otherwise it won't get my change of gear. Look at this monster picking up 250. Ah! And ooh, oversteer because of the rear underball, and I just lost it. There you are. There you have it. So, what are we doing next?
So you have showcased 2 of the 3 classes.
Yeah, let's go and
one
pick
more?
one of the more modern ones. Yeah, that would be nice. Okay, let's quit here. And
One more showcase, and then we can maybe jump on a
yes,
multiplayer lobby.
absolute GT70s. Oh my God! Look at this thing. Or look at that thing.
Everybody looks, of course, yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you guys want to see driving? I mean,
Place your
look at
votes now.
what is this?
I will
And
say
of
the
course,
Capri
we have
has been
the
very popular.
monster. Yeah, but I mean, this one. Look at that. This livery is just a work of art. So American. This is America. Oh my God. So, what do you think, guys?
I'm feeling the Capri,
Capri. Yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody
because
loves. Oops.
from the socials, from my seeing, a lot of people are enjoying the Capri in this class. And I think must be a good reason for that.
Absolutely, absolutely. One of the most modern cars of that era. Yes, nowadays the massive ducktail feels and looks a little bit stupid, but it was actually doing work as well as the splitter. It was the first, let's say, days of actually doing something with aerodynamics that would kind of make sense of sorts. I mean, wonderful. All right, let's give it a go. So 3.4, 3.5 V6 engine, naturally aspirated.
Ooh, Capri,
Beast.
huh?
Yeah.
Coming back for a bit of fun. This is by far my favorite car to race in. The Jag is my favorite one to drive in, while just have a casual, fun whip around the track. But the Capri, best car to race in from the icon.
You get in, you have here your 8-shifter, scheme with the dog leg gearbox with the first gear to the left and down, where the second gear should be normally. In that way, you can change really fast between second and third gear. That's why they would do that. And you have a rev limiter that goes up to 9. So life is good. Yeah, let's go.
9,000 RPM.
Yay!
Just listen to the engine sing.
And so much more stability and precision. Now you can drive with a much more precision. And of course, your braking voids after a while can become, a little bit shorter. You can brake just a little bit later. Not too much. Don't get, over yourself. It's not yet, proper grip era. So be careful.
But when he says more precision, is that
Yeah.
due to the fact that it has wider tires and a wider wheelbase?
So here's what was happening in that era of the very, very early 70s. Well, first of all, in the very early 70s, the tire manufacturers started implementing radial tires. Now, everybody in the racing scene was hating on the radial tires because they were snappy and they wouldn't allow for big, slip angles. And you have to be more precise in the driving, while everybody, racing would enjoy just drifting around and be happy with it. But radial tires would heat up less and would be much more precise to drive, and they would also wear down much less, so they were the favorites to implement for street cars. The other thing that happened is that once they started playing around with radial tires, they would give a tire to a manufacturer. I think McLaren was doing that back then. And they would just put it on a wide... so that's an actual story. They would put it on a wide rim. And so the tire obviously would be stretched. And the manufacturer would come back, have a look and say, oh, no, don't do that. We'll give you a wider tire. So they will give them a wider tire to fit the rim properly. And the team will be like, you know what? Let's make an even wider rim. And they will put that tire into a wider rim. And the tire would be, again, stretched. And the tire manufacturer would be like, oh, no, don't do that. We'll give you an even wider tire. So in a very short amount of time, we're talking about 2 years, the tires became from 205 in width, they started becoming like 305. They become really, really, really wide in a very, very short amount of time. And at the same time, they would become also smaller inside the wall. And because of all of these improvements, you get more grip and more precision and less movement from the sidewall of the tire. And here we are, somewhere in the middle of the 70s, benefiting from the first iteration of that stuff. There was an in-between of radial and bias plies, but even the bias plies tires on these modern cars were much wider and with smaller sidewalls. So yeah, that's the story pretty much. True story.
Thanks.
Unfortunately, the stream has stopped working for us.
So, Aris, you mentioned that all car classes will get a serious update by real-life data. Is there any plan how you can start this update release? Which class will first?
I'm back.
Your audio is, but not the visuals.
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah. Your visuals are gone again.
Ah, man.
Aris is dead. Yeah.
Today.
I think.
All right. Let me get out and back in again.
Yeah.
Right?
Restart again.
All right. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
I think Discord is taking a beating with the heat.
Everything's taking a beating. Do you guys want to know a fun fact? Do you want to know how bad the weather has been recently?
Go on, hit us.
So the other day, we were trying to make an internal build for us. Not like a public thing, but like an internal build, which you all need for testing on. It was so hot in our office that the hard drives melted.
Yeah.
It was so hot that the hard drives melted that we're making our builds. It was good job that it didn't melt when we were making the build for the patch and the DLC. Otherwise, we would have had to delay due to a heat wave.
PC parts are not cheap at all right now.
Yeah, about it. Well, hard drives are always kind of cheap. Okay, so let me have a little look-see here. While he is playing with that, I'm just going to boot up my game quick. What have I got here? What do I have here? Oh, I've got something else. That's not the track I want to show. That's another.
Everybody close your eyes. No screen recordings. Pinky promise.
Yeah, I'm not. This is not on the recording, thankfully. Can Tom spoil a little triple screen? What are you saying that you want to jump in, or do you just want to send a picture? I think Discord's actually. Oh no, it's fine. Oh yeah, send a picture. Go for it. Yeah.
But an official leak from us directly.
Yeah, official leak. To go to one screen. Let's go on to here. Ignore that.
Yeah, just ignore all the warning sounds.
Just ignore all the warning sounds in the background here. Right, while he's doing that, I'm going to load up something. Let me grab and a wire.
Hey, I'm back. Yeah, back.
Welcome back.
He is back. Yes.
Yeah, sorry guys.
It's all good. It's not your fault.
Driving
It's
here.
all
Let
good.
me also, share my screen as well. All right. So we were saying that you need the proper new physics probably, and the place to test things and stuff like that. So it's important to make sure that your brakes are again in perfect condition. So very important to brake here. You see, very cold. I just couldn't make it, and right in the middle of the wall. That's okay. We're gonna heat up everything in place.
It's important to warm up first.
Yeah. So there is a lot of protection here, of course, because being a test track, it's important. So very careful going around everywhere. Wide here and then go in again. And with the new GT4s, it's really nice to keep the car on the balance, play around. So cool. It moves around. Have to catch it, work it.
Hammer down now. I have
Sorry?
a question. I lost my question. So the question: any plans to put flat spots into the tire model?
Yes, there are plans. Let's first, fix all the other things, and then actually there are there. We just need to enable them, but it's fine. And yeah, so you can see already that my brakes here are starting to become yellow because I have closed the brake ducts, and that will greatly affect in a moment also the brake temperatures. But for the moment, they still kind of work. Later inside. You see how also the surface of the tire suffers a lot when you are overdriving the car like that. You see how it becomes instantly red. You really need to take care of it, otherwise you're gonna have real issues really soon. Let's take off some of the traction control and off we go. Look how red becomes on the surface. Oops, what am I showing? Probably wrong era of cars and trucks. All right. Yeah.
How did that get there? Who put that there?
I don't know. Stop the stream. So that was a very short part for whoever managed to look at it of the test track with the new GT4 physics. I hope you had enjoyed it. Say nothing.
Pinky promise.
And
everybody's under NDA now.
Yeah, exactly. All right, what should we do next? We still have to drive the Capri, right? Because you lost all that stuff. So let's go back to Rocky Knoll and drive the Capri a little bit more. trim this. And so what's going on? Do we have any questions? Do we guys enjoy the stream?
Yeah, let us know how you're enjoying it. Also, let us know improvements we can make and what else you want to see. What else you want to see us doing in the future, or even today. If you want to see anything, we might be able to show something. But we're still, getting to grips about how we want to evolve these streams with us and you guys, and how we move forward. So, any feedback, just the same as the game, we take on all feedback and improve what we can for you. More leaks. You want some more leaks?
More leaks. People say that the GT70s era tracks and cars had quite a bit of leaks of oil and stuff. So we'll drive this around a little bit, and maybe there will be a leak or something.
Is it by design that raindrops are not on the side windows of cars?
No, it's not by design.
Sure, why not?
It's not by design, no. Funnily enough, we actually spoke about that today.
Yeah.
Internally. No, we will be improving that. So in terms of things like that, you have to kind of understand that there is still a lot of things to improve upon on our game. There is a list of priorities, and when it comes to raindrops on the side windows, it's not very high on our priority list. But it is something, of course, that we are aware of and we will fix. It's just, more important things.
That's a good segue from one of the questions submitted, actually. They're asking if we're going to add multi-class to ranked online.
Yeah,
good question.
Definitely.
Much like before, yeah, we absolutely want to do it. It's just making the work to ensure that actually happens first. Similar to joining progress, it's got to be developed. It's got to be, the groundwork has to be there, and then bug testing, and then finally implemented.
And to build on that as well, we not only want to add multi-class to ranked, we want to add multi-class to career as well. And we're going to try to get that into, so we can have multi-class career races on top of that.
Exactly. Actually, really looking forward to that, honestly.
I am too, yeah. Give a bit of a breath of fresh air and utilize what we really should have been doing. Can we get some tutorial vids for modeling in the near future? Track modding and creation specifically? Yes, you will.
Yes.
Spoken to our teams. I've been wanting these documentation to go out for a long while. The PMR Test Center, the track that you just seen, that is a track specifically made to assist with mods. Specifically made to assist with track building and also testing out cars and physics. So in the PMR Test Center track, there is a specific area or a specific layout, I should say, which you can choose, and when you switch the penalties off, to be able to free roam around the track, there's a specific area of this track which has every single surface type. So it has gravel, grass, drains, rumble strips, curbs, asphalt. An area of the track that you can test drive on to explore the physics of the vehicle you're creating. Also has VFX around in the area, things like that. So our initial plan was to introduce this track with the documentation, but the documentation's taking a little bit longer than we wanted, so the track might come sooner. Quite a bit sooner than documentation, I think. I can't remember if we agreed, if we said when the track will be out. Have you guys said yet, or?
No, there's no definite date. There is a tentative sort of region of where we want to get it out.
Tentative, yeah. The PMR test track could potentially be sooner than the next patch. But we'll leave it as that. But yeah, so I'm hoping that this documentation does get to you sooner. But we have a few external teams that we're trialing the documentation on to make sure that it works. Please don't come to me asking. I'll help and trial it. We've already got some people for that, and we can't have too many cooks in the kitchen.
That's why, kids, you don't give dates.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, what's next? What do we want to do next?
How about
we had a
we
walk.
prepare? Yeah, how about you prepare some multiplayer lobbies?
Yeah,
we
let's
can
go
get
and have a
multiplayer
race
lobby up.
together.
Yep, go for it.
Now,
Let's
this
do
will be
that.
an interesting one because even if you don't own the DLC, you will be able to loan the car that Aris or Ryan, if he puts as the lobby host.
Yep.
Exactly.
So if you don't own the DLC, you
Tom,
can still loan one of the cars and test it out.
yeah, Tom, if you're in chat, or still listening and have time, would you be able to put the lobby up? Thank you very much. And yeah, use which DLC? Should you use the Capri or?
Let's ask the community what they want to drive. So this is again, I think it's important to underline this. This is a fantastic future. So you don't own the DLC, right?
Yes.
We are going to create now, and you can create your friend that owns the DLC can create a custom lobby with the DLC car. You guys that you don't own the DLC can join the custom lobby and drive the car that is available from the creator of the custom lobby. So in that way, you can experience it.
Okay,
you cannot
so
drive it
I
outside.
can
You
actually
cannot pick any car. But yeah,
I can create a poll. So what we got? We got the Ford Capri. We got the Chaparral. Should we just choose the three that you drove today? So the Jaguar, Jaguar E-Type. I'm creating a poll here. Everyone can vote the Ford Capri, Chaparral, or the Jaguar E-Type. And I'm going to post that right now. Take your votes. And Tom
let's
will
go.
create. Yeah, Rocky Knoll, please, Tom. And Tom will create a lobby with the car that you voted with.
Vote, vote, vote.
Vote now.
The Ford Capri is in the lead by quite a long shot at the moment, but we'll see what happens. We'll wait a couple minutes. Do you want qualifying and race? What you say?
We can do a little bit of qualify. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we need. Should we say 10 minutes qualifying?
Yeah, those are difficult cars, so let's let people at least do a couple of laps.
Exactly.
To get the hang out of it.
10 minutes qualifying. How many laps? Short 3.
5.
5 laps. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, 10 minutes qualifying. 5 laps.
5 laps. It's good. It's like, what are you gonna do tonight? I'm gonna do 5 laps at Rocky Knoll.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna take you seriously if you say I'm gonna do 3 laps. It's like 3 laps.
Oh.
Come on,
I thought didn't you say sim race is too serious?
No, I didn't. That's clickbait, actually, from Luke Craig. I never said that exactly. There was a full context out of it. He just took it and put it on the on the opening thumbnail. I'm also pointing fingers at people, which I've never done in my life. So,
who's tagged me?
Great. That's a great podcast. I really recommend you guys go and have a look at it and watch it. It's has some very interesting question from Luke. And I really enjoyed myself. It was really nice.
With the Sim Expo guys, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, they're a really good bunch of people. I've really enjoyed spending time with them. Yeah, Luke and the crew, they're all really lovely people. Every event that we've done with them, really nice guys. Such lovely people.
Luke is very good at extracting the questions.
Oh, yeah,
absolutely. Good at digging in.
Absolutely. Actually, there is one thing that we said towards, I think, the end of the podcast, and he actually asked me that, hey, what's the best way to reach you, or to discuss, or have fun, or whatever. And I'm like, you know what? Yes, official Discord, whatever. Sim racers, you really need to go to Sim Racing Expo.
Yes.
Make it, to your agenda or something. This is the best place to try everything for free. All the hardware's there, all the software's there, and you find all the amazing people that make your hobby. And everybody's, you just reach and say, hey, hi, let me show you stuff. It's like that. and it's so cool. And I think this is something that all sim racers should experience, and you should do it. You should do it.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. Custom lobby is up now. If you wanted to join that, it'll be.
Right.
What's your username, Tom? Is it Tom, or have you made it? The password is poop.
No,
Seriously?
EOOP. That makes it worse.
That's not even a worse thing I've said on this stream today. So
That's about number 5.
Tom.Curtis is the username. Password is poop.
No. How do you spell it?
P-O-O-P.
Except if I'm doing it wrong. So Rocky Knoll Raceway, join.
Lowercase poop.
No, fail to join lobby. Except if it's not the same. No, there's no other Rocky Knoll Raceway. So somebody didn't put the password correctly.
No, I don't think Tom's even got a lobby up.
And then
he does. Have you still got your M code on?
my what?
No, hold on.
No, I have.
No, not you, Aris. I was talking to Tom. He's on a different XE, that's why. So I do it myself.
He is.
Yeah, he's on a different XE.
No, a little bit of story for everybody here in the chat. So, Tom in the chat, Tom Curtis is our key holder. He holds the keys to everything. He knows everything about the game, everything about the code. He makes all the builds. He's the most important person we can have in the development in terms of the project, what is going out to you guys, who takes care of it, etc. He's absolutely necessary. And he goes on a crusade that, we need to make sure that people do not join with different versions and this and that and this, because things might happen. And we've been through that through the whole last week. What does he does today? He creates a new server with a different version of the game. Because of course he does.
It's
oh my god. I love you, Tom.
These game studios. Game studios aren't just developers. There are bigger people at hand that create a game, and Tom is one of these people. They're kind of unsung heroes when it comes to game development, because they're not directly developers, but they hold so much power in creating a game and making sure the development runs smoothly and on time and schedule. And if it wasn't for people like Tom, this game would not be out right now. So same goes for people like Bruno as well. The ones that kind of work behind the scenes, almost just as important as the developers.
All right, top. You can join, guys. Doesn't even have a password, so woohoo.
Go for it. Yeah, I was going to make it myself, but because I'm making sure I record the full screen, and I've only got one screen at the moment, I didn't want to. Right, okay. Bruno's your man crush. I think
Bruno is another legend.
Bruno. You're gonna Bruno in the chat, please.
Yeah.
Bruno. Okay, right. Where are we? Where's questions?
Ready. Bruno.
We haven't got as many questions as last time, actually. I think
we replied to everything last time, so people were like, who the fuck cares? Just let us drive the game, which is great. Yeah. I love this.
You got to be sharing the screen again, Aris, or?
Yes, absolutely, of course.
Sorry, I just suddenly realized you're not.
I also forgot myself, so yeah.
Let's just thought I'd give you a poke. What's your user number, Tom, or your PMR ID? It'll probably be something very, very.
Are we sure everybody's up? Because the lobby just goes straight now, so I don't know if everybody managed to join.
He's only put 5-minute qualifying.
And it's 7 laps.
Oh, you're not joining Tom's lobby. That's why.
So that's another one. All right, let's go out. It was strange
yeah,
that there
Tom,
wasn't any passwords.
what's your user ID, Tom? Rocky Knoll Raceway.
We have two. I think so. What is it? GT70s or GT60s? Because one is GT70s, one is GT60s. What was the winner of the poll?
Oh, good point. Let me scroll
Seriously?
up. Let's see.
You can tell we've done this before, right?
Ford Capri. Ford
Tony!
Capri. It was the Ford. It was the Ford.
Tony is here. Tony, hi. You don't know Tony, but I know. Tony is one of the amazing sim racers. Great guy. Great to have to any community. I'm so happy that you're here, buddy. I'm really looking forward to see you online.
Yeah, Tom, there's two Rocky Knoll. Have you in GT70 or GT60? Or press refresh one more time.
Yep.
Because you're on PC, right? So you should be able to see Tom's. Yeah, there's Tom's lobby. There it is.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah. Tom Curtis.
So, here you are, guys. What you need is Tom Curtis, Rocky Knoll Raceway with the Ford Capri RS 3100. Join. And you have like 8 minutes to join. Something like that.
So it's identical. So everyone's going to be in a Ford Capri, and you've just seen Aris drive it. So.
And remember, guys, you don't have to have the DLC. You can join and drive the Capri right now, which is amazing.
It is free for all. You can loan the car.
If you are on console, I think Tom's username will be a very low number. It will be like user 12 or something like that, because he's a developer.
Tom username, he just posted on the chat. It is
it's not going to be
23737283.
It's not going to be that.
3287 3827.
You read the whole thing.
Yeah.
Well done.
It'll be user 761.
Oh my god.
Keep the questions coming, guys, as well. Keep them coming, or anything else?
There were some questions, but the chat is fast, so we cannot read them. So I picked the same library as you, which is the yellow one. Nice.
It is a nice one.
Yellow red one.
I kind of like the yellow ones. I'd say I'm a fan of liveries that look disgusting, but
I
really
hate you.
Bright, awful ones. I'm like, yeah.
I hate you. No, don't do that. Okay, so there is a livery that we had for Sim Racing Expo at Charlotte on the USA. The Mustang GT3 had an incredible American themed livery. It was incredible. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, the Mustang is a really nice livery.
Yeah.
But that was exclusive to just 250 golden ticket users at not Chicago, Charlotte.
Yeah.
Achievements. Any plans on adding more achievements?
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, I'm more interested, to make the achievements more not the actual achievements, but make you achieve something through leaderboards or rankings or stuff like that, and then we can add achievements on top of that. But the main focus is, all right, how can we make you guys be happy about what you're doing in the game every day?
And Tom's just said himself, as Tom's made a lot of the achievements as well, or at least puts them in the game. And he wants achievements to be part of DLCs. So I think we can add some more achievements in. I want to add more fun, challenging achievements. I don't just want to add achievement like, race X amount. I want to make an achievement to be more engaging and fun to do, or even, just something a bit more engaging in real life.
So I'm reading the chat right now, and there's Tom Curtis saying that I want that to be part of DLCs, and I can do it. It sounds a bit like a threat, Tom, but okay.
Yeah.
And then we have Jimbo Slice, which hats off because he managed to wear such a nice context into his question about Ferrari and McLaren. And she's like, where are we going to see additions to classes for further DLCs? For example, Ferrari added the 250 GTO and the GT60s.
You're not allowed to say that. You're not allowed to
One in the GT1. Well done, buddy. Well done.
in
Well
the
done.
lobby. Do you want to wait until? Want to wait another 2 minutes, or just start the countdown now? Maybe start the countdown now.
Let's wait a minute, maybe something. You know, people are still assist, people joining, so
It's 7:28. Yeah, maybe at
there
bottom of the
was
hour.
that gives me the opportunity to explain something of a question that I saw when I was driving way like I don't know, it was like 5 hours before, I don't remember. And the guy asked about advice on how to race better amongst other cars. And so there are two very important advices. One is do not care what or where the podium is. Your opponent is the guy in front of you and the guy behind you. Don't care about two guys in front of you or three guys in front of you. Take care of the guy in front of you, then think about the others. Now, that might sound silly, and yes, of course, I'm going to do that, but one of the main reasons of accidents is that people are in a hurry because they think they can do podium and they maybe start for whatever reason, in 10th position or 15th position, or whatever, or even in 6th position. And they're like, oh, I need to get rid of everybody in front of me so I'll get to the podium places. So that's a mentality thing. Always race the guy in front of you and the guy behind you. Do not race the podium guys or whatever you think you can achieve because you're faster. If you raise the guy in front of you and care about the guy in front of you, that puts you in a mentality to be focused and behave well instead of trying to, overtake in a hurry and go on. So that's one. The second one is the distance that you have between cars, all right, is variable while the time gap is not. What I mean by that? I mean that if you are 0.2 of a second behind a guy and you're going at 200 kilometers per hour, you have 4 meters of distance. All right, this is pretty much how it is. I have explained that in one of my older videos. So you go at 200 kilometers per hour, 0.2 of a second is one full car of a distance. So that's fine. And so you start braking together for the next turn. The next turn, you need to take it at, 60, 50 kilometers per hour, 100 kilometers per hour, and you still have 0.2 of a gap. 0.2 of a gap at 60 kilometers per hour means that you are already overlapping the guy because you go slow. So that means that you have already hit the guy. This is the reason why you need to start braking sooner, even if you can brake later. It's not that the guy in front of you started braking sooner, but as the speed goes down and you become slower, you will get closer and closer and closer to the guy in front of you because the timing gap between you, it's still 2 seconds. 0.2 of a second. So remember that. Even if you see the guy in front of you at a safe distance, you need to brake sooner because he's going to brake at his braking reference point. You're going to brake at your braking reference point. The end result will be that your time gap will be the same, but the distance will not. And you're going to hit him. That's why you hit the guy in front of you always. All right? So if you're not trying to overtake the guy, you need to brake some meters earlier. And it's much easier to brake earlier and see him going away and then modulate your brake and get close again than brake on your perfect point, really go into 100 braking, whatever you can, but at some point you cannot brake more. Either you're going to lock or you don't have any more grip, whatever, and you're going to hit him. So those two advices are the most important thing you need to know to start racing nicely together with other people.
Here's an observation on that, and a
Yes,
mistake I myself find myself doing on racing online is I followed the car in front too closely to the point where I start mimicking their movements.
right.
So if they go off, I go off.
Right.
So when
Yeah.
you say brake earlier and still be aware of your surroundings, kind of thing, that's very very important thing to do because you go so accidentally fall into the trap of just mimicking the car in front of you.
Yeah. Absolutely. And since you said that, I will add an extra little thing. you have been, pretty much all of us, we've been practicing a certain car on a certain track, and we have arrived at a certain limit, right? Now, I'm not going to say all of us, but you know it, I know it, everybody knows it. Most of us will try to arrive at a guy, and we will try to go faster. And my question to you, and you should question yourself, is you've been practicing for a day, for a week, for 2 weeks to go to your limit. You really think that the day of the race, you're going to find extra meters and extra tenths of a second to your lap time? And that means that, oh, I'm going to try and brake so much later so I can overtake them. Think about it. Be honest with yourself. You know the answer. It's not going to happen. So keep it in mind.
What was I gonna say? Yeah. So off the back of driving and not going, honestly, the most fun I have in racing is not just trying to get for first place. It's just battling whoever's in front of you and behind you. Doesn't matter if you're in the middle of the pack, at the back of the pack. Just have fun in the race and just focus on whoever's in front. Don't try to get first place on the first corner. You're never going to win a race. No one wins a race on T1. Just take your time, have fun with it, and just enjoy the pack racing. It's the most fun experience I have.
Absolutely.
Not even anywhere near the front of the pack. It's battling for 10th, battling for 7th, 5th, wherever. Just enjoy the race. You don't need to be so sweaty. You don't need to be so serious.
Be serious about it and just have fun.
Yeah, you don't need to push yourself, because when you push too hard, that's when you make mistakes. That's when that's
you just there you have it.
As we watch
guy in front of me just release the throttle because why not?
Yeah.
All right, let's have some fun.
Apparently that was Tom. He got scared.
All right, so Sweat Chat's going to get a little bit quiet now because everyone's driving.
Yeah.
Instead of watching.
Have some fun now.
Yes, and again, it's a feature that people are overlooking. On your DigiDash, the last page on the DigiDash is relative positions. That will show you exactly who's in front and who's behind. So until we get player labels in the future, you can find out who is in front of you and who is behind you by going to the relative positions DigiDash table.
We're gonna have play labels in the future. Oh, leaks. The Capri just got an oil leak.
We want to. That's going to be a long-term thing.
There's a lot of things we want to add, actually, like the list.
And yes, it will be optional. It will be optional. We have a lot of features and plans that we want to make, and we're a big believer.
Leaderboard,
yes,
all that stuff.
Yeah, we're a big believer of making it optional, just because then everyone's happy. We're very aware that our HUD is very busy. It's going to get busier with some other things that we want to add. But so long as there is the option to turn things off, we think
something about that. You do know, guys, that you can select which widget and HUDs you want enabled, and most importantly, you can move them around. So make sure that you do that, because it's a fantastic feature and it's really useful and nice.
I mean, for a while now, I've been seeing a lot of requests to make scales to the HUD. Make it smaller or larger. That's again something that we can look into. It would be something that we'd like to do too.
That's great.
Chandler, no, I didn't say anything about no tangible updates. I said I don't know the answer. So please create a support ticket. Bruno can answer. Ooh, a little bit laggy there, but you got it. Right,
Yeah,
let's go back
Discord is
to
not with audio.
I was going to say, how's everyone feeling? How's everyone enjoying the Ford Capri? But they're all going to be busy racing at the moment, so they won't be able to.
Yeah, absolutely. I've become silent because I have Ivan, I think, behind
Concentrated.
me. Oh, Soup.
Who do
I
we have
Soup.
in stream right now?
It's like pushing, like.
Who do we have? We got Boris. We can invite a couple. We've got a couple of partners in stream. We can invite Boris to come in and have a chat with us. EJR as well, if they're available.
If they want to, I mean.
Yeah, if you want to. Oh, this Aris just died again. Or have I died?
No, you're right. It's definitely Aris.
It's Aris has died again. Aris has died again. All right. I can see that Boris and EJR is currently in our chat. I'm not sure if they're in-game racing, but if you are, please take a second to message in chat, and we'll invite you onto the stage if you want to come and join and chat with us for a little bit. If you're willing, that is.
Hello, Aris.
Aris, you back?
Visually, your camera is working, but not your audio.
Aris, yeah, we can't hear your audio now. One second. Oh, he's gone again. He's gone again.
Doing a quick reboot.
Yeah.
Let's see. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Right.
I don't know what's happening tonight. It's really. I think normally I should just reboot the whole computer, but can you hear me?
Oh,
hello.
EJ.
Hey, how you doing?
What's going on?
Hey, welcome.
Welcome to
Aris,
stream.
I was breathing down your neck and qualifying, and I ran out of fuel. Literally right before the finish line on the qualifying lap, I ran out of fuel.
Oh my God, seriously.
You escaped.
Guys, if you don't, I mean, everybody knows EGR, but in case you just don't know, please allow me to introduce one of the most amazing streamers out there. Channel growing really fast. So just, go there, subscribe, like, do all the stuff that you need to do. And enjoy quality content, not like us that we are just lame people here.
Yeah.
Lazy devs.
This is someone who actually knows how to stream and
Whoa. I've heard way too many compliments in a very short amount of time about me.
and that's enough. We're going to send the car on the first turn and just destroy him on the first turn. So then we have, the excuse. That's gonna.
Looks like I'm starting in the back, so.
Oops! Damn it.
we're gonna. My throttle may or may not get stuck in turn one. So.
Who else? Boris again. If you're there, send a message in chat or send me a message. Let me know if you want to come join up on the stage. Hobbs, if you want to join. Let us know.
Yeah.
Sure. Give him 2 minutes. Sweet. Cool. Hey. I'm just doing this tactically because I need to go for a toilet break and I also want to grab something to eat for 2 minutes.
I gotta do the same thing.
Go ahead, do your thing, Ryan. I'll take over.
That's cool. It's cool. I'll wait. I'll invite Hobbs in. Let me know when you're ready, Hobbs. Just while everyone's driving. Okay, so questions. What other questions do we have? Submission. Here we go. What are your thoughts about PMR's modding scene and how do you see it evolve?
So, first thing to do with the PMR modding scene is that we need to provide people tools and documentation, and we're really working very hard on that. Why you might think are not out? Because we're improving the game, and when you improve the game, things change. and we don't really want to give to modders something and then, after a week, it's like, oh, everything changed. It's one thing to have a nice update and some improvements and tell them, hey, for this month, we have some updates and you need to, modify your mods. That's fine. But if it happens in a big deal, then obviously people will get upset. So we are also improving the documentation on that and the tools, and hopefully it's going to be out. So that's the first thing that needs to happen. The second thing that needs to happen is the game has to be good and people want to play the game and it should be a success. And if that happens, then obviously the modders will be like, hey, maybe this title is worth of my precious time. Because remember, guys, the modders are all hobbyists and they do this for passion. And so it's very, very probable that they would prefer to use their time for a platform that has big numbers and don't want right now to go to a platform that is growing. This is going to change if we keep on the pressure and make the game better for everybody.
As they say, build it and they will come.
Absolutely. 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 There's no other way around it.
Sorry, I'm back. Right, and there was another question here that I just saw, which I think, not sure if you're ready to answer fully yet.
All right.
Uh-oh.
It's an answer you'll have eventually.
I'm getting prepared. Wait a minute.
How about LFM and SimGrid integration? That might be important for the evolution of the game.
That would be amazing. I'd love for this to happen, but also Grid Finder, for example, is amazing. But first, you need to have proper exports, you need to have APIs for the game, all that stuff has to happen so that you can go to the guys and say, hey, here's the export, here's the APIs, here's everything you need, how we can make this happen. So until this happens, how are those guys be able to connect to our game and multiplayer and do their magic? It's not gonna happen. So yeah. So I don't have an answer like for this because I don't know what the reaction from our side and from their side might be when we will be ready. But before even start talking about that, this is important. We need to fix the multiplayer. We need to have export tools. We need in place so that you can even start talking and discussing about that.
Nice. So now we've got Hobbs here. Hobbs, introduce yourself. Hello.
Hello,
hi.
Mr. Hobbs. How are you doing?
Hello. I'm not too bad. I'm dealing with the heat. How about you guys?
Melted.
Hi, yeah, pretty much the same. Yeah,
Yeah.
Just dying here, but yeah, it's okay.
Horrible.
It's okay. Yeah.
So yeah, my name's Hobbs. I'm a new starter at Straight 4, and I'm basically a bit of a gremlin at the moment. So I go through the game, test various bits and bobs, mostly handling, but anything that comes along, and I do little experiments and things like that. Look for alternative solutions and any kind of ambiguities that work around real data, and I also help out with gamepad support.
Let me also say, you guys, that because Hobbs is obviously modest, he knows his ways around the game really, really well. He does fantastic tests and reports, and he really, really helps from that point of view. So thank you so much, Hobbs, for everything you do. It's really, really important. And yeah, that's Hobbs for you guys.
Thank you. Yep.
So, EJ, any questions from you or your stream chat yourself? That you've been...
Well, I'll just defer that statement to the stream and let them start asking questions, and I'll try to ask questions, look at chat, and drive a car and not kill anybody in the process. So, there was one suggestion. There was one suggestion that I did like, and that was actually having Aris be an in-game narrator for a tutorial on how to race. Like what you've basically been doing, but somehow integrate that in the game. Obviously, that's a lot more work than it sounds, probably off rip, but, you know.
And here we go.
Oh my, we got. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Somebody forgot to start.
People learning how to use these brakes. Right, I go.
And here we go, T1.
I think any
All
tutorial
right.
that was voiced
Here we
by
go.
Aris would probably be quite long.
Well, seems everybody
Oh,
survived.
I'm locked. I locked. Ah, damn it.
I'm just gonna let everybody go by. All right, here we go.
Damn it, I locked my brakes.
Well, at least I didn't cause the accident, so I'm okay. Oh my God, there are just flying Project Motor Racing billboards everywhere.
I told you to not take the billboards like breaking reference points. That's what happens. All right, let's go. Let's go. Oh my God, the penalties. Oh, I got hit. Oui. I'm so last. I'm so last.
I'm just trying to drive slow and safe. I don't care about any level of pace here.
That was a terrible start and terrible first lap.
That's a typical PMR start. Don't worry. Ain't nothing out of the norm there. I shouldn't say PMR. That's a typical sim start.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Ooh, it's getting spicy over here. Nice. We're making progress. Let's go.
Okay, I am back. How we doing?
Oh, lots
enjoying
is
the stream,
happening.
Jack?
Lots. Oh my god.
I know a lot of the people are racing right now, but let me know how the rest of you are doing, chat.
Sweaty. We're doing very sweaty over here.
Sweaty. Are we having a sweaty race? Are we still in qualifying or are we in the race now? Oh, we're in the race now. Okay.
No, we're in the race. Everything is happening.
Oh, the re-entry! Oh! Well, just took one of the guys out in front of me, so I mean, I'm not going to complain because it helped me, but
Oh no, Aris has died.
Oh, no.
Aris has died. No.
He's dead.
He's just fully died. No. 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 All right, EJ, we're going to need you to do some running commentary on the race right now, or Hobbs if you're in the race.
Oh, he died. I'm trying to figure. I thought he meant like he crashed, but okay, I guess he crashed in just another aspect.
His Discord has crashed.
All right, there we go. Moved up that position. Got it. Oh, now I got Soup in front of me. I got an actual fast guy in front of me now. Oh boy, what do I do? What do I do?
Okay. Right. I might have to go back to some of last week's questions. You know, what do we have going on here? Some racing driving excuses. PC crashed. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. He's pulled out of Ethernet cable.
Yeah, for what it's worth, when I had Aris on, he had the same issues, freezing all the time through Discord.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to get that man off dial-up.
Any update on collisions and if we are going to improve them? Yes, Tom. Actually, we do. I do have an update on collision, and I can tell you very confidently from a test that we done this morning that collisions for the next update will be better than ever.
Sorry, you excited me right there. I didn't mean to grunt like a crazy person, but
the collision test that we ran this morning internally, every car felt weighted to how it should be. The collisions, there was no more clipping inside of each other. There was no more ghosting through each other. Every hit felt exactly the type of weight that was expected at the certain speeds that you would hit at. So we done tests where we were waiting at the end of the straight at Sebring for somebody to hit, and it reacted exactly how you'd expect. Side by side, everything. The next collision update is going to be a huge improvement, and I'm very much excited for that. It's going to be a slight game changer to just how it feels in online racing together.
So when you say next collision update, do you mean simultaneously next to update or next collision update?
Next update. We have it running now in the build that we have today that we tested, and we haven't made the next patch build yet. That's still got a couple of weeks until we make the patch. I'll elaborate on that a little bit, just kind of get a bit of insider knowledge on how games work in general. When we release a patch, the patch isn't suddenly made the day before the patch goes out. So if we release a patch on, the 10th of whatever month, that patch is probably made and sitting and being tested for a week or 2 weeks prior to when it was done. So, we don't create this patch we don't build until the 9th of July and then release the patch on the 10th of July. We'll have this patch made a few weeks before. And we still got a couple more weeks of working on this current patch until we're going to release it sometime around mid-July. Tell that to the hotfixers. That's different. That's a different story. Hotfixers are a different story. But yes, the collisions, look forward to much more improved collisions in the next patch coming around mid-July.
I had a bit of a whinge this morning about hotfixes and how they're good, and people should be happy when we get a hotfix because you're getting a fix to a problem immediately rather than potentially at the next big update that could be like a month out. So rather than deal with a problem for a month, you deal with it until the hotfix comes out, which is usually relatively immediately. So
yes. So with hotfixes, they can be quick. Of course, it takes the time for us to find the issue, fix the issue, but then there's a lot of bureaucracy which goes into releasing patches. We can't just fix it and then just send it out straight away. We have to wait for third parties. We have to send it to Microsoft. They have to sign it off. Send it to Sony. They sign it off. It also has to go through our publishers, Giants, and a QA testing team. So there is a process. We can only be as quick as the process and the bureaucracy allows it, which is the reason why we don't like releasing on Fridays, because if we want to bring something out on Friday, a lot of people have already gone home and there's no time to actually react on something over the weekend and stuff. But so yeah, it's a different kettle of fish to that. So while Aris is gonna go around there, we'll try to find himself, whatever's happened to him. I don't really know where he's gone. I'll just set up another little session. Just to show on stream for a little bit.
Can I ask a question and to piggyback off of collisions? Because they have been my, like, you know, I think everybody and their mothers has heard me complain about collisions since the dawn of time in this. So for me, that's like my ears are perked up right now. The collisions, is it like a core level change to the point where like the AI is going to be affected by the collisions? It's everything. It's not just like an online experience, or is it, you know?
Hello.
This was more of an online change.
More of an online change, okay.
Yeah, I don't know the full geeky details of this one. Admittedly, I only found out about the change this morning when we was testing it, of course. So I don't know the full details. I'm not sure if Tom in chat knows some more defined details on that he might be able to go into one. But yeah, we're doing everything, so it's going to affect the AI as well. It's a skirt collision. That was it. Yes. So it has more effect to the actual skirts of the cars.
Gotcha.
So Aris is still struggling to get on by the looks of it.
He did say hello, but now he looks like...
Hello.
Can you
hear me?
Oh, there we go. There, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm there. I'm in the race. I cannot go out and into Discord, and I was trying to not kill everybody while I was driving and trying to reboot Discord. And everybody's complaining about PMR online, but it's Discord that makes the problems. Damn it.
Yeah, today
I think it's just because you're on dial-up. That's all.
The funny thing, I'm the one on dial-up right now. I think I'm on possibly the lowest possible internet in the UK right now.
And yet
Aris,
you're the one unaffected.
Stream isn't working.
My what?
Your stream isn't working currently.
Yeah, of course the stream doesn't work, because how can I re-enable the
you're
stream
still racing. Oh, that's
I'm
fine.
driving. Yeah.
He's in 15th at the moment. He's doing all right.
Yeah. 14th.
Oh, there you go. All right.
Damn, Tier Nizzle 217. That's a time right there.
There we are. Oh my god. Ooh. This is really, I mean, come on.
That's good.
Okay, I'm here.
You got the stream back up? Because I was gonna.
Yeah, finally.
I was gonna show a little bit more of the test track, but that's fine.
That was so. Here's what happened. The whole Discord rebooted. The whole application just went down and restarted again. And when that happens, I'm out of the stage, and so you cannot see me. So I managed somehow during the straights to click on Discord and re-enter the stage right now, but obviously I couldn't even start the streaming. So
yeah, well done.
Yeah,
multitasking.
Another one. Let's do another one.
Yeah, you want to do another race?
For that same race, if you honestly, I mean, if I can make a suggestion, maybe do like an 8 to 10 laps for like a 2-minute per lap race or something like that. That's up to you guys. I'm just suggestions because it's big lobbies, so lots of chaos.
How many laps did we do? Did we not do 10 laps or something?
That was 5 laps.
Only 5 laps. I told them to do 10. Or I told them to do 5.
You said 5.
Yeah, I said 5. All right, let's do one more, guys. Come on. That was fun.
One more session at one more session at 5 laps.
I already started last, kinda. I managed to stuck myself into a road bar. I couldn't go neither front nor left or right. Terrible. And let's hope that the Discord will keep going. That would be nice.
You've got your force feedback working this time at least.
Oh yeah, massive success. Massive success.
All right,
Which, by the way, I found out why it happened. It happened because I clicked on Discord last time, and I hadn't re-clicked back in the game, and the game said, "All right, I don't have, the control," and simply didn't work.
Do you want to change vehicle to Jaggy type?
I don't know, let's do the same. The guys are starting to be good with it. Let's do the same. Yeah.
Cool. Keep it the same.
We're gonna have a better race now that the guys have some experience with it, I think.
So, Hobbs, tell us a little bit about, or do you want to elaborate a little bit more on the controller support? Because there's I see a lot of questions online on Reddit and Facebook concerning how controller support is with PMR. So, what is it you're trying to do here?
Yeah, so I'm going to try not to hyperfixate too much because I do have some lengthy opinions. But so basically, as it stands, PMR has curves. And so the faster you move the stick, i.e. the faster that you psychologically wish to move the car, the faster that the game will move the car steering. And we have curves for this, fast and slow, and you can delta between them, and so it can tell the difference and all that. Now that's for your driving straight. However, with cars being what they are, when you're driving at the limit, you're very rarely driving straight, in a sense. And an issue that PMR has experienced in the past is that when you're driving on any kind of slip angle, even talking just your standard racing on modern slicks, which can be about sort of 3 to 4 degrees throughout a corner, the gamepad doesn't do anything to open that window of correction. So when you're on a steering wheel, we naturally use the force feedback to find the point of self-aligning torque. This is the point where the front wheels want to go when you're on a bit of a slip. And we can subconsciously correct for that. Now, different drivers do this to a different degree. Different drivers receive that physical input to a different degree. So if you were to speak to someone like Ben Collins, for example, he tends to go off the wheel spin, and so when the engine note starts to rise, that's when he gets that communication. Whereas if you talk to someone like I won't name other names, but there are other people that go off like the yaw of the car rather than the wheel spin, and so different drivers take cues in different ways. Now, when it comes to the gamepad support, the intention is to emulate subconscious input from the car or output from the car to then be quite simple and easy to do on a gamepad. So we widen that window of correction, but then we also want general driving tasks such as hitting apexes, managing corner speeds, all that kind of thing, managing slip angle, to be as challenging as it is on wheel as it is on gamepad. And that's the general idea. We want something that is easy on wheel to be easy on gamepad. We want something that is difficult on wheel to be difficult on gamepad. And we want something that is impossible on wheel to be impossible on gamepad. Gamepads are an accessibility item, right? The intention is to allow these players, I do quite a lot of gamepad myself. I'm pretty much 50-50 between gamepad and wheel. The intention is to get gamepad users as much of the physics and handling experience as possible. I think Aris has just died again. And yeah, that is that is our intention for the gamepad stuff. It's still being worked on. What we've got in there at the moment is pretty good, but we want to do some tuning. And of course, as new classes come in with DLCs over time, our intention is to tune up the gamepad support and yeah, follow that methodology.
That's it. Thank you very much, Hobbs.
That's all right. I said I wasn't going to nerd out too much, and then, well,
no, that is perfect, mate. And Fernando, clip it, send it, ship it onto the socials.
Oh, that's going to be a clip for sure.
Aris's stream is failing. Aris, can you hear us? Or actually, I think all of your volume and sound is.
He's got to cancel his AOL membership. It's not working out.
Yeah, when you have the cans with the string, it doesn't quite work as well as if you get someone like an internet provider.
He must have got a phone call, kicked him offline.
Yep.
Yeah. Right, yeah, thanks for that, Hobbs. Really appreciate that.
Yeah, no worries.
That's is there anybody else? Any of our mods have any particular question, or you want to come jump up on stage and say hello?
You're brave enough.
Saw Cluck in the chat earlier. Are you guys familiar with Cluck? Yeah.
Never heard of him.
First message from Cluck. How do I do this design? Hey, buddy.
I'm back.
I got somebody actually who may want to come up on stage. Thomas,
can you hear me, guys? I'm still back.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Yep.
Can you see the stream?
Yes.
No, not Tom, not you, Tom. We can't hear the stream, Aris. But Thomas, if you can hear us, if you want, do you want to come up on stage and talk about your track? Let us know. in the chat. Everyone hates you, Tom. No, everyone blames you, Tom. Not everyone hates you. We blame you.
Well, not Sora. Sora gets all the blame.
Oh, Sora as well.
Yes.
Talk about your track. Or even Evo. Evo, if you want to come up and talk about the cars that you're making, give a little bit of insight into what it takes into building these cars in PMR. Aris has gone again, hasn't he?
Just not today for it.
No, apparently not.
Aris, if you can hear, I'm not sure if you can hear us or not, but can you cancel your stream and I'll take over and I'll leak some stuff.
I believe I can do that. Hang on.
If you can do that. He's back and forth. Oh, he's too busy racing, I think. If you can do it, Fernando.
You can, yeah, if you start streaming, you should take over.
No, it doesn't let me start stream. That's the problem.
No? Ah.
No.
Oh my god, I hate Discord today. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, it's not working. It's just not a good day.
It just reboots. It just reboots itself alone. It's ridiculous.
Oh, you're too busy racing, so you won't be able to close the stream. I was gonna show a little bit more of the PMR Test Center. Do some technical difficulties.
All right. Let me see if I can do something about it. Yeah, go on. I'll start last.
Oh, it was only qualifying anyway.
So Discord, you see, Discord.
Sí, señor, Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Show the skid pan. I do want. Yeah, I want to go to the skid pan. Actually, I might go to that. Oh, Thomas is too shy. Okay. Feel free to tell them what the track is like. So Thomas, who just spoke in chat there, he is, although he is a developer for us, he is one of our track environment artists. You may know him from the guy who created High Rock, which is a track which is very much beloved, one of our modded tracks. He's also creating Apex Nova, which is going to be a very high-speed track. It is ready. It is very much testable and playable, but we're not releasing it because we want to release it in conjunction with a larger feature that we have in game. But it is a very fun track. Very excited for you guys to do it, and I can't stress how amazing Thomas has been to make this, because he's done it in his own time. He's not wasting any dev hours doing it. He's spent his weekends doing it, his evenings, and yeah, he deserves all the praise for making these modded tracks for the community, because he does it for free. He doesn't do it as, we're not paying him to make these tracks. He's doing it for you guys out of his own passion and his own heart and love for the industry, for you guys. Release it now. The loading screens are not placeholder, Tom. They are Thomas's vision and his what he wants. They're not like the placeholders that we used to use. Oh, here's another fun fact, actually. If you guys have seen the credits, or look at the credits in PMR, you will see a bunch of drawings that appear. All of these drawings were the placeholder loading screens that we used while we are still in alpha. And these drawings are made by the children of the developers. So 3-year-olds, 7-year-olds. This is just an idea I had to bring a bit of fun and passion into our game, to, you know, kind of be proud about what we're making and get our family and children involved in the game, to say, hey, look, your artwork is in a full release game. So if you go to the credits, yeah, it's really quite fun, actually.
Yay.
And so I just realized my camera is off and realized how dark it's getting in here now. EJ, any questions coming from your chat?
Let's see. Just in layman's terms, basically what the over-under is of Aris disconnecting while on stream.
I'm here.
Yeah. Let's see. I'll just forward that to my chat. If you guys got any questions, they're asking you to ask them questions. So like, use me.
That's ask them.
Well,
in the meantime, EJ, what do you think of the DLC so far?
Oh, I love it. I struggle with the streetcar or the streetcar 67s, but like I think pretty much most people do. The Capri is definitely the accessible car, I would call it. It's the easy is the wrong word. It's the easiest of them, but it's rewardingly like sort of throw it around fun car. My personal favorites are the Grand Sport and the Daytona. The Capri's right there with them. The Capri is definitely the more, if you want to get people to try out this DLC, that's like the welcome car. But it's a blast. It's a blast to drive. So far it's awesome.
Corvette guy, aren't you?
What's that?
You're very much a Corvette guy in general, aren't you?
Yes. I love my Corvettes. I do love my Mustangs, but I would prefer Corvettes in just about every aspect. Yes, I like my Corvettes.
Nice.
Most of my experience with Corvettes, though, comes from the C4 and up. And then, obviously, the C8 I have no experience with because I kind of got myself out of cars long before that model came out. But primarily C4 through C6 is where I've spent most of my time. And then I've had older friends that have had extensive C2 experience. Lots of cool cars. Original engine, big block stuff. LS motor swap, twin turbo, stuff like that, all on the C2. The C2 chassis is like beloved in the Corvette space.
I kind of, sorry to interrupt you, but I just love you guys because the European mind cannot comprehend certain things. We always heard like there is no replacement for displacement, and we're here with our own little 1.6 liters and adding turbos and stuff like that, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take this big block 7 liters and just add a couple of turbos because why not? Like, what the fuck are they talking about?
It basically comes down to the average American doesn't road race by comparison to the average European. So our solution is just put as much power in it so that it doesn't matter. We'll go so fast in the straights that, hey, that's fine. But it's it just comes down to, I don't know. I have no idea, to be honest with you. My personal, my favorite niche of car is anything naturally aspirated. I don't care how big the motor is. Anything that either revs or just makes good power and it's naturally aspirated. That's my favorite kind of thing. I've never been a turbo fan. Some things need turbo. Some things are cooler with turbos, but I always like my all motor stuff, regardless of what it is.
Yeah.
That being said, please don't crash into me from the back right now.
Where are you?
I am in 5th place.
Oh, that's fine. Right, I'm arriving from the 20th place, full throttle, never gonna brake or whatever. Get ready. Prepare. Prepare to die.
There's a couple questions that popped up in my chat, but one of them is from Art Vandelay. He's asking, what's the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
European or African?
Very specific.
Let's see. Any plans to improve visuals on console and ETA? Oh no. Let's see. Will they be working on AI? Let's see. Here's a vague question, but what's your plans for the AI in the future? I mean, obviously the layman question would be, our answer would be making it better, but you know, if you could provide any detail on that.
Can you say that again? Sorry.
Basically, like, what would there be future plans for AI improvements? You know, something a bit more detail other than just like, you know, we want to make it better. You know, any ideas or things like that?
Yeah, so we do have ideas. We got designs and plans. How we implement them is a different story, but we do want to create personalities, individual personalities for AI, and also how they react to the player around them. So we also want to create a kind of rival system with AI. So we'll have certain AIs who are always more aggressive, and this will be tied to specific cars and actual names. So if you see a certain,
So you guys want to create your own Bowie knife?
yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it will be that specific AI who is always aggressive. So you see them on the grid, and they're like, that guy, yeah, I need to keep away from them. But yeah, we do have plans and ideas. How we implement them in the future is how we get around to that. But yeah, 100%, this is something that we want to dig a lot further into.
That would be cool. I wasn't actually, ironically, the only person who brought up Bowie knife, so... You know, we like to all think that we're somewhat different, but we're all the same. We're all a hive mind, us racing people.
Yes, yeah, as Tom says in the comments there, we want them to follow you through the journey, having a kind of promotion, relegation thing career, so you can build up a friendship or a rivalry with AI.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh.
Harris is gone again. Oh, his Discord is not having a good time, is he?
Building on that
No.
AI thing, others may know it as a Nemesis system from other games.
Nemesis, yeah, something similar to that, yeah.
Of course, it's not going to be a one-to-one recreation of that, but that's a good example to give you an idea of what we're trying to aim for.
For sure. Right. Okay, so Aris is really struggling with that.
I think we need to send a strong worded letter to Discord as well. Look at that composure.
The composure of his stream just being frozen. He's so good at driving his car, he doesn't need to move the wheel.
No, I know. I was actually referring to the stream because I saw
the actual driving of it, yeah.
Don't just focus on your driving. Focus on your driving because you're doing great.
Yeah, we can hear you, but you're kind of in and out of it. Yep.
Hobbs, are you Hobnob?
Oh. Yes, mate.
He is Hobnob, yeah.
EJ, yes, mate.
Okay. I figured, but...
What'd you say, EJ?
I figured that was the case. I never actually asked. I was just, you know, playing detective and kind of put that together. Seems, I mean, you know, I'm a professional and all, but...
Yep. No, you got me.
All right. You got to work on your aliases, man.
I know. I'm too simple.
Like, this is not Hobbs. That would be a great screen name.
No one to figure that out.
That's what we use for our internal or testing names, is not Tom Curtis. Year 2? What about year 2?
We're just halfway through year 1. Calm down.
People just want more, man. More. It's a good sign, though, that people do want more.
Oh, for
and
sure.
There is more coming.
You know?
There is plenty more coming.
You guys leak PMR 2 right now. I haven't finished PMR 1 first.
So we still have
We
what,
finished it.
two DLC packs to launch, at least.
Yeah, two DLC packs, or paid DLC packs at least, anyway.
Correct. Maybe some freebies sprinkly here and there. Who knows?
Yeah, sprinkling. So what we got next? We got the V8 Power Pack, and then the World Endurance Pack, which is, yeah, I'm excited for that one. I'm excited for the World Endurance Pack.
Do you guys have any off the DLC? Obviously, you can't say details, but teasers or anything like that of perhaps things that would be coming that's not part of DLC content?
That's not. I mean, yes and no. I mean, we're going to be adding things like the PMR Test track as part of Mod Hub.
Yep.
But in terms of adding things to the vanilla game, I don't believe so. Almost anything we'll add will either be as free DLC or a DLC on Mod Hub, but anything can change. You might be able to add some stuff.
I've got a question for you, right?
Yeah, go for it.
What's the difference between adding something to the vanilla game, as you say, and a free DLC?
That was going to be my next question. Great question, Hobbs.
Adding something to the vanilla game will just be done through a patch. So it'll be a patch, and it'll add it into the game, so you don't need to add the extra DLC content. But when it comes to actually building things, that's when it gets a lot more complicated. You would think it would be easy just to add something like extra content, but especially when it comes to a car, we need to add it into extra championships and balancing and all these kind of things. And as I mentioned before, when it comes to video games, there's a lot of bureaucracy that comes into things. So, yeah, it's not quite a simple thing.
Fair
This
enough.
is why a lot of the time it gets added as DLC rather than added into vanilla.
Yep.
Aris is gone again.
He is. Wow.
And
he's
he's
back.
again, kind of.
And he's back.
Just about any volume.
Can I make a suggestion that would be? I think I might have messaged this to you, Ron. No, I did message it to you, but I know you've been busy doing this whole, your job thing. About pretend. For like, see how you guys are doing this AMA stuff. And then obviously you're hosting these lobbies here. Now, I don't know the frequency of time you guys would have to do this, but like maybe, let's just say this might be too often, but once a week or something like that, doing like a, having Aris or you guys or whoever just host a lobby like this and race with the community, because that's something that would be extremely unique that I've never seen any other game, let alone just sim racing, ever do, where, you guys are already doing this, which is already something that you don't see. So maybe expand on that and just be like, hey, it's Wednesday lobbies or something with, I don't know, with Aris or PMR or Straight 4 or whatever.
Yeah, we're
kind of doing this already. I mean,
yeah.
Definitely want to do this more often, but it's not
something-
going to be as regular as every week because we
Yeah,
have
yeah.
stuff to do, of course. But we plan to do this as frequently as possible. So either close to a major update or DLC, or when we want to share something major with the community that's not necessarily related to updates. But as you can see, we're still in a test bed, still working out the kinks of this Discord business. We may want to further expand this into YouTube or Twitch or whatever platform we decide to do. But the short answer is yes, we want to do this more often. Yeah. How often we want to do it is different though, because we gotta be selective.
Every day! No, not every day.
Yeah, I've been an advocate for dev racing days or community racing days with development. Whoever's available, I've been an advocate for this for a while now. I've been wanting to do it. When I first came up with the idea, I had a lot more energy. It wasn't working quite so much and had so much going on. But yes, it is something that I've been wanting to do for a while, whether it's just with myself or whoever's available.
there is a lot that we can do. I'll give you an example of an idea, just thinking out loud, but there's things that we are discussing internally. You could, for example, have a practice session where you join by the whole community that wants to join and you have some fun. But then in the end, the lap time that the developer has done is placed into a rank, and everybody else for the week or the month, doesn't matter, I don't know, we can find out how, for this car and truck combination, whatever they do in lap times, it gets into a leaderboard and becomes a percentage. You are X percentage faster than the developer, you are X percentage slower than the developer, and you create a nice play of I don't know if you guys remember the old GPL rank days where you could do something like that. And the whole idea is that it becomes a number, and you just go around and say, hey, on this current track I am plus 10, it's like a handicap or something.
Yeah.
So it could be cool. There's a lot we can do. You can take this also if you do a race. Sometimes you're too tired to do a race, or you can, someone from us can just join a server and do this and make it a rank, and everybody then joins and try to do the rank either in offline or online. The whole thing is, let's have some fun, because the more you play the game with the community, you get always a better idea. People enjoy seeing you playing, and you enjoy seeing people playing your game, and then you get this itch of, I want to do more for the game. Yes, I've done my my task for the week or for the month, but I want to do something extra. And I got the idea from a guy that it goes together with me on the server and just said something about it. So it is very important, and I think we already started, and hopefully we keep on doing.
Nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Tom, that is a terrifying achievement idea. You have one person in the team who is great. Beat them online, you get an achievement. So whoever is the best in Straight 4 at the time, you just force them to be online all the time.
So a lot of other games do it.
So
Be the developer.
hold on.
The achievement is not just beat them online, because it's easy or difficult to beat them.
Well,
but
I'm just
the
saying,
achievement should be also in steps. So like, okay, you are 1% faster or slower, achievement. 5% faster, another achievement. 10% faster or slower, and again and again. And at the end of the season, let's say, it can be, I don't know, a week or 2 weeks or whatever, the achievements are getting handed out to the community, and it would be cool.
I think there is also a certification rule on that, Tom, where if you have that achievement in to beat a dev, then the certification rule on that is if a player achieves that achievement and another player beats that player, they then get the achievement. So it spreads.
Yeah.
The play. That's the certification rule on that.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is that my achievement or my trophy is in the mail, because I'm just looking at the standings of this race right now.
But that means also that I might get more serious about it, So.
Okay.
Luke Crane joining online lobby. We could invite him one day.
Yeah, of course. Why not?
Okay, folks, that was a race that happened.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys, that I couldn't share. There were some amazing battles, some
it's not your fault.
Close stuff, but it's not even this time. It's not even honestly the game fault. The game was spectacular for me, and unfortunately, Discord didn't want to collaborate. It might have to do. I'm just saying that this pool computer has been working for like 5 days non-stop, and I should have probably reboot the computer before starting. But to be honest, I just send an update and a commit to our inside build like 10 minutes before, and so I said, yeah, whatever, we go as we are and hope for the best.
Before we wrap it up, how about we give the people just one last sneak peek at the test track?
All right, so let me just load the different one, and we can do that. One more thing then. All right. We can show them the full one then, because there are so many different versions of it.
Yeah, that is a good point. The test track will come packed with several layouts.
Yeah, let's show them. Let me load up and show them all the versions. Pick one of the biggest one and have a go. Even just showcasing a little bit. Did you guys enjoy tonight? I know it wasn't the best of the,
right at the time you say it wasn't the best.
It wasn't the best of the streams, but it was one of the best. It wasn't the best.
For sure.
Well, we've only done 2 so far, so we're winning on top.
Yeah, so that's good.
The replay bug is on PC.
What's the replay bug?
Replay bug?
Apparently, some people on PC are not seeing opponents in replays.
So I don't know if exactly is that, because we're still investigating all that. But
yeah, that's what I said.
Try something. Yeah, try something. When you start your replay, do not let it go to the end. So start immediately, start looking around wherever you want. Do not let it go to the end and then restart, because it's I've seen it happening that the opponents disappear. We're still trying to understand how, when. It's not always happening, so I don't know exactly, but here's an indication for you to maybe have a look at it.
Very funny to see someone mention bug in the chat and all of the dev heads go up like meerkats going, the replay bug.
I've seen people talk about the replay bug, but have not been able to repro it myself. And until I'm able to repro it myself, we can't, properly look into it and fix it. So we need to find the exact scenario which causes it.
The more evidence that could be like, the better.
Let me know if you can see the screen now.
Yep,
we can indeed.
All right, so here is the PMR Test Center. And we have so many different layouts. So you have this one, which is practically pretty much a racing track. And then you have the long straights where you can really test the top speeds. And then you have the inner ring about it. And then you have a very, very short track, which here is incredibly twisty. It has a lot of little curves into here. And it is amazing to actually do very short laps, and you can test your laps easily. It's very good to test, things like tire heat and brake ducts and stuff like that. Really,
the little skid pad circle there. That's essentially just a big giant donut. So you just do as many donuts and skid around to it just for testing.
Not exactly. I have to.
Here we go.
I have to disagree with you. So in this configuration, that's the great thing, because you have different configurations. In this configuration, it's not a skid pad. It is actually a track with many curves inside the skid pad. You need to go into this configuration where you have everything, and the skid pad is actually open.
The playground version. Yes.
This is the playground version, exactly. You have also this one, which is another racing track, pretty much. Let's go to the playground version and have some fun.
So, Aris, what's so special about that Porsche you just selected?
So this is obviously part of the GT4 cars that we are working really hard right now. And it's practically almost a complete remake with a lot of real homologation data, with a lot of attention to detail. It has implemented the full brake ducts so that you can see here, for example. You saw that already on the LMDH cars. They also add to the drag of the car, depending how you use them. They can help you with the pressures. They can help you with the temperatures, especially if you are in a very cold situation of an ambient. You can close those and help a little bit the temperature of the tires. Or if you're in a very hot conditions, you can open them and help your brakes and your tires as well. It's not gonna make miracles, but it does work. They have better tire wear, completely remake tires, so there's a lot of work going on here. All right, let's have a look. Let's go. So, first thing, all right, let's go inside here. Why not?
This is where the various surfaces are located, right?
Yep. The little surface playground here.
This is
So
very, very long, so you can, again, test a lot, of stuff in here. And you have different, you see, you have grass, for example.
Really, that's interesting.
Yeah,
This is where you
and
can
then you
test out the
have,
various force feedback.
you have gravel, of course. So you can test your gravel. And then you have cement over here, and then you have multiple different like curbs stuff, and you cannot feel it, but you might can hear it if I stop talking.
The rumbling.
And yeah, and you also have some feedback going on, of course, on the wheel right here.
We've got some drains.
Oh,
Okay, he's gone. Next part, we got some drains. So you're going over the drain coverage. And then the next part, we got some asphalt and rumble strips. So this is just a little playground for every different type, every surface type that we have. So you can test along the force feedback on the cars, how the tires react to it, how it feels and sounds as well. It's just an all-round test track for all kinds of mods that you're building. So any vehicle you're using, any kind of changes to force feedback, you use this track to see how it feels on the various types of surfaces that we have. And then on top of that, we also have very long straights, as you saw, with the big loop and a little loop. So you have plenty of time to get the top speed to really test out the different cars that you have, along with a generic, well, not generic, but an actual purpose-built track that should be able to test the car for every kind of skill or class that you have. That was the whole kind of vision that we had for this PMR Test Center.
Worth noting as well, with the different surfaces, that different tracks have different actual track surfaces on their main racing surface. So if you go to Sebring, for example, then their actual road surface is concrete rather than tarmac. And you can feel to a sense that the force feedback is very different, the cars drive very different, they slip differently, etc. But going to the test center when you're building a mod or testing force feedback, etc., it allows you to isolate those variables. And it's not just about being able to drive on dirt, being able to drive on curves with it, but it's also things like the actual tracks themselves have different surfaces, and the test track allows you to isolate those.
Yes, precisely. So it's a track made for testing everything that you possibly want to in a simulator. Yeah, look forward to you guys getting a hold of it in a couple of weeks' time. Or did I say that out loud?
You jinxed it.
Yeah, it's official. The public is never going to get it now. It's just not happening. In fact, right now, the heat just melted all of your servers, and the game, anything coded for that is gone.
Can you hear me again now or not? Can you see?
We can hear you again now, yes.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah. So if you want to just, put your final thoughts on the test track, and then we can...
So, yeah, as I was saying, and I don't know if you can still the stream for as long as it's gonna, work. The amazing thing about this test track that it has so many things to try, but it feels like a proper facility. It feels like a proper real test track. And you can drive it, you can actually have races on it if you want. And it's yeah, exactly. It's so cool. And it doesn't feel like a track that is just put in there, for the drivers to just test things and that's it. It actually feels like a real facility. It's made in order to help you, do things. I think it's a very, very cool addition, and I think you guys are gonna have a lot of fun with it. Just go over here.
Yeah, just remember when you're playing on the playground, just turn your penalties off. So you can,
so you don't go like that. Exactly.
Yeah, because
exactly.
like Aris said, this is a track where you can still have races on, so penalties apply.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I think that pretty much just about wraps up.
Indeed.
Yeah. This version's anime track.
Say hi to everybody, and I'll keep driving until my connection dies.
Well,
yes. Last opportunity to ask questions, but we're going to be winding down now.
Yeah, I think this is a good time to wrap it up.
Yeah.
I do want to say thanks to ADR and Hobbs for joining us so promptly.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Company. Thanks everybody who joined us on the races as well. Hopefully next one will make a bit more variety, but that was good fun. And one takeaway from that is you can share the DLC with your friends as long as you do a custom lobby and they can loan the car, so give them an opportunity to play with your friends or test drive them themselves.
There he goes.
There he goes. Yep.
Which means that's the end of the test track showcase. That's all you can see. Hopefully we can bring this up in the next very, very soon if things go to plan. I think they do. We're in a good place right now, I feel.
To die again? Incredible, right at the end of it.
I actually had a question slash suggestion. If it's kind of like one and the same, but it's an idea, maybe. One of the things that this game is incredible at is the older cars, and but in modern day world, everybody only cares about GT3 stuff. And to get maybe some of the eyes on the really, really good driving cars that are the older cars that are not as popular because new generation people like GT3 stuff, is it possible to potentially in ranked introduce multi-class races where you share, say, GT3 with I don't know, a similar pace car that's an older car, something that's not a complete, or something in general, just multi-class to kind of get the cars that don't get driven much that are incredible to drive mixed with cars that everybody wants to drive just by default, like the GT3s. So that way people who want to drive those older cars that might not get anybody in their lobbies now have a lobby with, say, GT3 people that to be able to have people on track with them and drive the cars that they want to drive. That's not the GT3s. Because right now GT3 is just about GT3 and GT4 are like what is going in ranked, and they go round the clock with people in them. And some of the, in my opinion, the better cars in the game have nobody in the lobbies. So that's maybe a way to sort of, blend that together to get people to be able to drive what they want and also get eyes on the cars that are really incredible to drive. Just an idea. I don't know. I thought of that.
What was the question again?
I don't know what the question was. It was just a lot of words.
I'll get you. I got you back. Well, first of all, multi-class racing, both in offline and online, is on the timeline. So it's coming. We are working actively on it. So it's coming. It's something that we want. And I will add something that I didn't know initially. You probably know it, even because obviously you have been, you know this game in and out. But maybe all the newcomers coming in don't know exactly. If you go into the car selection of the game and you click on top where the class is, and you click right on the class, you get a list of classes. Now the classes are not. You might have noticed this is random. What is that? Well, the order is made almost. Sometimes it's a little bit more or less. But it's made in terms of performance of the cars. So if you see those classes, two classes or three classes together, that means that they are going from faster to a little bit slower to a little bit slower. So they are all together close. So if you see, for example, GT3 and GTE, they are close. If you see some prototype C cars and some new LMDHs or I don't know, GT500, those are close in performance. And that's already an indication for people to start exploring this kind of cars and having similar performances. And it's also very nice, challenge to see what you can do with an older car that simply the rules said that, okay, no more, they're banned, we go to the next class. So I don't know what I wanted to tell you, but yes, absolutely agree with your idea.
Your answer was like my question. A lot of words and no one knows what anybody said. No,
we are very good at this. We are very good at this.
Yes.
I think I can link up both your thoughts in that what we need right now is essentially more players to join the game. And once we have a bigger pool of players, then we can start experimenting much more with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Talking about that, before closing, I will exactly take your words and say something to our viewers. I would like to thank everybody that takes the time to go to Steam and give us a positive review. I'm not expecting the positive review. I will take also the negative review, which is amazing and pushes us to move forward. But I will tell you from the bottom of my heart that the whole development team was so excited to see that we're on 79% of recent reviews, and we finally got into mixed reviews for all time reviews from the start. We were much worse than that, and it's a great boost on the development team. They are
80%
so
now.
much
80%
willing to push
80%
forward.
positive.
Sorry?
That's 80% now.
80% positive now, yeah.
80.
Yes.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
It's not just, for having the number. It actually helps the team to feel positivity and feel the pressure to push farther because they see now that they are making a difference. And that's really nice. Really nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you all. Appreciate you for all joining and for joining in with the race and the comments. Of course, we love you. This is why we do this. It's for you guys. And yeah, we're going to keep on pushing for you guys, developing the best possible game that you guys can all enjoy. So thank you very much and see you next time.
Yep. Once again, thank you, ETR. I hope.
Thanks, Rob.
And before we log off, just going to say, everybody, PMR is currently on sale on PS5 for 40% off. You can go grab it there. It's live until the 1st of June. And also part of the summer sale, 50% off. That's half price. It's peanuts right now. Seriously, perfect time to go on it.
I can't wait for your family and friends.
Yeah.
Remember, guys,
the
everything
DLC
is
on
the... Yeah.
Yeah, the DLC is on sale. The season pass is on sale. The year one bundle is on sale. So just go nuts, enjoy it. This is a perfect time to jump on it.
Yeah.
And on top of that, if you have joined our newsletter, that's classic gloves over there. If you have joined our newsletter, you knew that already, so you know where to buy. So that's a great thing to join our newsletter.
Yes. Join the newsletter. All right. Until next time, all.
Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you all.
See you guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Can you guys still hear me? Is this thing on? Are we done? Does that work? I don't know. All right. Goodbye, I guess. Bye.
Ciao.